Good evening from Pineville, Louisiana, as the Tigers have traveled about an hour and 45 minutes south to take on the Pineville Rebels. It's going to kick off district play here for the Tigers in District 2-5A. This Wednesday and every Wednesday, we've got Tiger Talk over there at Melvin's Restaurant, and we caught up with a couple of the Tiger football coaches. And as usual, here in the Jim Taylor Auto Group pregame show, we're going to show you our interviews with both Coach Glenn Hunt, one of the co-offensive coordinators, and then Coach Mike Collins here later on in the pregame show. So right now, let's toss it to myself and my interview with Glenn Hunt. And we're back here live from Tiger Talk here at Melvin's Restaurant on Oliver Road in Monroe. Tonight's second segment is brought to you by our good friends there, the Carpenter Health Network, St. Joseph Hospice, Stat Home Health. It's the Stat Home Care Group. They provide compassionate, reliable in-home health services tailored to your needs. And right now, one of the assistant coaches segment here as we welcome in co-offensive coordinator Glenn Hunt back to the program. And Coach, you know, it's been a interesting year to this point. You know, a lot of talk about not your offensive line, but the offensive line. And you talk about, Coach was alluding to earlier about kind of overcoming a little bit of adversity there in these first 5 weeks, and talk about your guys and what they've been able to do.
I've done this for 32 years, and I've never had this plague of injuries on the offensive line. We've started 4 different centers, 2 different left guards, 3 different right guards, and 2 different right tackles. And we went the 6 weeks from the scrimmage, the jam, and the first 4 when we had 6 different O-line combinations. And then finally last week we went from St. Thomas More to the Sterlington with the same O-line. And I think people could see the difference, the improvement. And I tell them that the only way an offensive lineman learns how to play together is to play together. Yeah. And you develop consistency and trust with one another.
And it definitely has shown, you know, the improvement from the last couple of weeks here. And it is tough. You know, you come from the spring into the summer, and then all of a sudden it's,
right.
Yeah, where do we go? Yeah.
We had an offensive lineman start against Oak Grove that was in 5th hour at the start of the year, and we finally moved him to 7th hour. And, he was 3rd string, and, he worked his way up, and he had to start that game. And he wasn't ready, but he just had to go. And he fought his tail off. And I know that the community's a little frustrated with the 2 losses and the way the offensive line played, but it's not an excuse. It's just the reason.
The reality.
Yes.
And that's the thing. I mean, we're in this day and age, anyway, when the microscope kind of gets on you, you got to understand the reality of what everybody's dealing with. I mean, because I know the work that you guys put in on that on the offensive side of the football, and it's been, what we've had with, from last year to this year. I mean, lost a couple of guys, and then you had to replace them. So even the guys that were going in there didn't have much.
We only had
live playing time.
We had 2 returning starters, and that was Nick and Van.
Yeah.
And including tight end, we had to replace 4 guys. And then those 4 guys, or 3 of those guys, get injured. So, man, it's been tough. But, hey, they have fought every week. And just like Coach alluded to earlier, I thought this was our best week of practice that we've had. There's been focus, attention to detail, and great effort and physicality during practice.
When you talk about these offensive linemen, like what do you attribute a successful offensive lineman? Like what are you looking for in a kid? Like when you find somebody and say, maybe.
Number one thing is motor. Are they nasty? Are they going to play hard? And that's the number one thing. Are they going to get after it and give you everything they have? Yeah, you want 6'6" Lance Hurd.
Will Campbell.
You want those.
That's pretty,
But, let's say you're not going to have those all the time. But I'll tell you what, I got a good group, right now starting for us. Van, a 3-year starter. Nick Ochoa is a 2-year starter. And then we got Grant Vinson at the center, and at right guard Ronald Corley. And when he's been healthy, he's been really good for us. And then starting at the right tackle for us is Bennett McNabb, and he spot played some last year for us.
Yeah.
And then Mason at the tight end.
Mason at tight end, and Bennett has been bouncing around that offensive line as you were
played
juggling.
4 different positions.
Exactly.
Yes.
And as you roll through there, it seems like maybe, knock on wood, injuries out of the way. But I mean, being able to move forward with that, the rest of the offense. That's the thing.
Right.
I mean, is you've got with Parker back there in his second year of starting, right? And then the play that you're getting from the edge and out there outside with Z and a couple
we
of those guys.
We just got to have those other 2 young receivers, whether when we get Sledge back or whether it's Bird or whether it's Reaper.
Yeah.
We got to get some plays out of them. I mean, they're making catches in 4 or 5. We got to be able to make some plays with them.
And you got, with a couple of running backs that you've had, you had J. Rob who had some experience from last year, and then the Blackston, number 22, has been a pleasant surprise for you. It's kind of a
really
bruiser.
has. And we kind of use him on goal line just because he's a little thicker, a little heavier. But I thought J. Rob, he missed those 2 games, and I thought last week he really shined. I thought he ran the ball extremely hard and had maybe his best game.
Maybe talk about the scheme that you've had on these first 5 weeks. I mean, we talked about offensively, from the defensive side of the ball, we've faced 5 different styles of offense. Has it been that much different from the offensive to the defenses that you faced?
Well,
this
the
year?
first 3 weeks of the year we played an odd front, and then the last 2, have been somewhat 4-man, but then like Sterlington in the second half went straight odd 7-man box.
Yeah.
And so, we've had to adjust our assignments, and, they got to learn that. We practice against a 4-man front, a 5-man front, 6-man front every week just so we, know how to block it if it comes up.
Yeah, and you've got looking forward to this week with Pineville. I mean, anything that points out to you or stood out to you from what they do defensively?
They've been multiple. Red River, they played a 3-man front with 2 backers, and then against Pineville they ran like our defense, a 4-2-5, and then some against Leesville they played 4-2-5, and then some 5-man front.
Well, that keeps you on your toes, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're looking to do things that way. Well, starting off this year, I mean, to this point, we've reached the halfway point in the season. We talk about goals and things of that nature. What were the kind of the goals that you set for your offensive line on this offense, and where do they stand? Or is it fair to even start putting that?
Well, it's hard to say because we've just had to play so many, but by doing that, we have developed some depth. I'm not scared to put Drew Rutledge in there if we have to, or Wesley James, and but our goal is to get better each week. And the most important game on our schedule is the next one. And so that's what we preach. Coach does a great job of not looking ahead. Let's focus on this week and let's get better.
Well, and it's definitely it showed last week, and it looks to get going here in the next 5 weeks, which are going to be as tough of a 5-week stretch as anybody in the state. Getting to this point, coming from this district, you coached in this district for ever. It's for a long time.
Since 2000.
Since 2000. Is there any maybe comparisons just looking forward to this district of maybe the depth this year?
Just how great these teams in our district are. You got 2 undefeateds, and you got 3 4-1s.
And, 2 of them were in the state championship game last year in separate divisions, or select and non-select. And then you've got, Resurgent, West Monroe, and then, Ruston are the 4-1s.
Right. And then Pineville's 4-1.
Pineville's 4-1. Yeah.
And you just got to be ready to play every Friday night. It's back like in the 90s, old 2-5A, man. It's a grind. There's great coaches and great players for every program.
Well, there definitely is. All right. Take me where you want to go on this. Anything extra that I didn't ask you?
We got to quit depending on Parker and Zeeland so much. We got to be able to run the football a little bit more effectively. We need more yards per game rushing than we've been averaging. And now since we're getting a consistent offensive line, I'm hoping that our running game will improve. Yes,
well,
exactly.
And being able to set things up with one to the other and vice versa.
Right. So right now, most teams will be able to play too high on us, keep 6 in the box, and have done a good job of stopping our run. So we got to be able to take advantage. If they're going to cheat a safety over Zeeland to take him out of the game, we've got to be able to run the football.
Well, it definitely everybody's looking forward to these next 5 weeks, and hopefully it goes as long as we can. Play until that last whistle blows.
That crowd Friday night was unbelievable. That's the loudest I've heard Bill Rupel in a long, long time.
There's a lot of people in there, and a lot of these people, I know everybody in here was out there, but yes, you were right. I thought it was.
Fantastic.
It was good. And we're on the road this week. It's going to be at Pineville. We hope to see a lot of you down there as well. It'll be my first trip to Pineville to play a football game.
It's an easy drive.
It's easy. All the way, just right down the road on 165. And then we got back. We got Ruston coming back after that. Not looking forward, but just kind of giving you an idea. Well, look, Coach, always a good time talking with you. And
yes, sir. I enjoyed it.
And talking with you. So we're going to let you step out. We're going to get some of these players in here as the captains for next week are on deck. So we appreciate you sticking with us here on Sunny 98.3 as well as the Neville Tiger Network. We'll be back for the third segment right after this.
All right, we're here in the Jim Taylor Auto Group pregame show here in Pineville, Louisiana. That was an interview with Coach Glenn Hunt and Stewart Shelby. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, Coach Collins and Stewart Shelby are going to break down this matchup between the Pineville Rebels and the Neville Tigers. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
At Origin Bank, we understand the importance of community. That's why we're committed to the Northeast Louisiana Food Bank, providing meals to 25,000 of our neighbors across 12 parishes. Through their efforts, they provide about 6 million meals a year to those facing hunger in our area. Visit foodbanknela.org to learn more, sign up to volunteer, or donate to support their mission. Thanks so much to the Nela Food Bank for your community efforts and for partnering with us at Origin Bank.
Hi, I'm Christian Creed with Creed & Creed. Whether it's on the field or in the courtroom, you deserve a team that won't back down. So if you've been injured in an accident, make the right call to your local legal team at Creed & Creed and let us help you win today. Let's go Tigers, and remember, home field advantage matters. Call Creed & Creed today. Proudly serving our great community for over 30 years. We are your local injury attorneys.
Imagine having a beautiful smile that carries you through all stages of life, and that beautiful smile begins at Caples & Robinson Orthodontics. To further enhance our patient experience and care, Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson welcome Dr. Cammie Laird as a new member of the Caples & Robinson practice. And with over 56 years of combined practice, we are the most experienced orthodontic group in Northeast Louisiana. We use the latest advancements in orthodontic technology, including the Damon Ultima system for braces, and Spark aligners that are customized to fit your life, not the other way around. Our doctors and staff will make sure you have the best experience possible on your journey to a straighter smile. That includes faster and more comfortable treatment that will give you a smile you'll be proud to wear. Ready to get started? Contact Caples & Robinson Orthodontics today at 318-325-9655 and take the first step towards a confident smile.
Welcome back here to the Family Solutions broadcast booth here at DC Bill Bates Stadium in Pineville, Louisiana, as we get ready for the Pineville Rebels and Neville Tigers to kick off 2-5A action. But first, Coach Collins and Stewart Shelby give you a preview of tonight's matchup between the Rebels and Tigers. Let's see what they have to say.
All right, welcome back. We've reached the final segment here on Tiger Talk. We're live at Melvin's Restaurant, as we are each and every Friday or Wednesday, rather, during football season. This segment is brought to you by our good friend Joey Trappe and Traps and the Fieldhouse, which are also some good dining experiences when you want to go watch a game or something like that. The Fieldhouse is never a bad idea. All right, Coach, before we get to the Pineville Rebels, Let's talk about our Origin Bank players at the game from last week.
Well, Zealand Young was our player of the week on offense. Juju Burns was our player of the week on defense. Now, not pictured is Eli Aaron, who was our special teams player.
Yeah.
He was,
Made some good tackles.
Well, we're fighting the flu and strep throat and everything else, and he was at the doctor this morning. So,
we'll get a picture of him.
I think Zealand went shortly after that picture.
Yeah.
So I mean. Trying to battle through that, and it's like we try to do. We try to keep everything wiped down and clean, and it is what it is. It's that time of year, and so we're going to try to do our part, and hopefully our players are doing it. Besides at the field house. So.
That's right. Well, Coach, we start district play. Non-district schedule is finished.
Yeah.
You get the Pineville Rebels. 4-1 on the year. Their only loss was to a very hot Tioga squad.
Very good team.
But this is a team that has improved from last year. Their quarterback was hurt early in last year, and we were talking about it during the break that the running back was kind of playing that wildcat quarterback.
He was,
and now he's back at running back.
He still does do that for them, from time to time. They'll throw him in there and obviously, what they're trying to do. I mean, it presents problems because it's an extra guy that you don't account for in the running game. And so you got to account for him. And, he's done a really, really good job. Now, he didn't play last week. I think he had the flu or something, they said. And so he did not play for them last week, and they were able to win the ball game. The thing about them, I see them, the improvement of their football team from one year to the next, obviously, is, it looks like they're hanging their hat on something on offense, and they're hanging their hat on something on defense, and and doing a good job with it, and so we've got our hands full. I mean, they're a good football team. They wouldn't be 4-1 if they weren't a good football team, and their quarterback seems to be operating the offense. They're actually using two young men at quarterback. And then, whenever the young man's at tailback, he's really, really good back. He's powerful. He runs through tackles. We'll have to do a very good job of tackling him.
Yeah, I remember correctly.
Yeah.
He runs hard.
He does. He still does. And I mean, he's a really, really good football player. So then defensively, it looks like they're running around the football. Making some plays, and you don't know what you're going to get. It's gone from kind of a 50 defense to a 3-down, 3-3, and then it goes to a 4-2-5, and so they're mixing it up, and we just don't know what you're going to get as a team yet. So I guess that but offensively it looks like they're pretty set on what they want to try to do with the football and who they want to try to get it to. Have a very fast receiver, and he's made a lot of plays for him. He's a return guy for him as well. So they've tried to get him the ball a little different, some different ways, speed sweeps and, some counter action, motioning back in the backfield, giving him the football back there. So, we'll have our hands full, trying to defend them. And, and it's like I told our players, the good thing is we practice on grass every day, and their field is grass. So we practice on grass every day, and so it's not going to be a big deal to us. Normally it probably would be if we practiced on turf all the time, then we played on grass. But anyway, we're going to be fine there, and it's our first district ball game, and so my message to our team is that we want to start district out 1-0. Bottom line, that's our next opponent. That's what we're going to focus on. We got other teams down the road, but the one we're going to focus on is the most important game we have is this one right here, and it's against Pineville.
And, you talked a little bit about earlier in the show, but I practiced this week. You kind of saw maybe a little. You saw a ramp up last week, and then and it's continued into this week.
It has, and it's been really good. We had three really, really good days. I think our kids, understand the importance of how well we do practice, that we play a lot better when we practice well. And we have. And, of course, we got some consistency. Glenn talked about it with our offensive line again.
Yeah.
We got consistency on defense. We got those guys back, and all those guys are playing. And, and then back in the secondary, our guys have gotten some game reps at corner, they're playing really good for us. The way we like to play defense, we're going to get a penalty from time to time just because of how we do play defense. And, it's not going to be a deterrent from us continuing to do it, I can tell you that. And then offensively, there's a certain way we like to play offense. There's certain things we like to do, and we're going to continue to do them and try to do them as good as we can do them. And, we'll let the chips fall where they may. One thing, that's been brought to my attention about this ball game this week is the fact that, it's been said that we're not Neville of old. We're just Neville by name. Mm-hmm. I said, okay. Well, we'll find out Friday night. Yeah. And so we'll see if the Tigers can rise to the occasion, and we look forward to that challenge. And I think our players will play well. I know they will, and so we'll see.
Well, challenging those players. I mean, you go through a district here. I mean, I know it's tough in any situation not to look past that opening round opponent.
Right.
But, I mean, this, like you said, Pineville comes in 4-1. I know Ruston is a couple of weeks away, and your focus is on the Pineville Rebels.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Like I said, they're 4-1, and it's been said that we're the 5th best team in the district.
Yeah.
So we'll find out about that too.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we're going to find out a lot of things about our football team starting this week, and starting Friday night.
Yeah.
But I think we'll fare well. Our players are determined to be a good football team, and I think anytime you have that determination and that kind of spirit as a team, then you're going to have success. And our guys have figured that out, and I think that's the thing that we'll try to preach to them. For the remainder of the year. There's an expectation of excellence at our school.
Yeah,
it has been before we got there. It will be when we leave there. But we're writing our story right now as a football team, and so we'll see how it turns out.
Well, we go to a place. It's been. I think this is the second new venue that we have. We haven't played there since I've been here anyway.
Yeah. I've been to ball games there, obviously.
Yeah,
over the years.
You know a lot more about it than I have.
Been to a few ballparks in my
day. But is there anything to know about this?
Well, I think it's
kind of a classic old school.
It is very unique, and it's down in a hole, and I kind of like the setting myself, and it looks like they got a lot of construction going on right now there, and and coach and them are doing a good job with their football team.
Yeah.
He was the head coach at Louisiana College, and he's a good football coach. Coach Charles is, and they're doing a really nice job there with those kids.
And you get in a place like Pineville and a parish like they have.
Yeah.
Some interesting
dynamics.
I can
tell you.
Over there.
Kids are going to school everywhere, and that's
Bolton,
why
Bolton shutting down. That's across the river, but either way. But Bolton shutting down put about 550 kids.
Yeah, and they all went. I think a bunch of them went to Peabody, and that's why Peabody looks like in this classification, which we should know something about here. I don't know, in a week or so, or a few days. The 15th, I think, is the deadline or whatever it is. The 15th. When is that? Next Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah, it's
Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
No,
we'll know something about all that, but I think a lot of those kids went to Peabody, and so Peabody goes up, and somebody goes down, and who knows where it all goes.
Yeah.
And we'll figure that out. We'll figure all that out when it comes time.
Yeah, there's nothing you can worry about.
No,
you can't control it.
No,
you can't control it. And you know what happens trying to worry about all these things you can't control.
100%.
Well, the Tigers can control their own destiny, and it starts this Friday. As we got a couple minutes left, what is your message? Is it any different from this non-district to district for?
Not really.
For your team?
Not really. It's about us. And that'll continue to be my message the entire season.
Exactly.
And we've talked about that with our players, and they understand it's about us. And we talked about the next man up while we had the injuries going on, and I just think that as long as we're worried about what we can do to be successful, what do you do as an individual? Do your 1/11th. You do your job. The next man next to you does his job, and you put all 11 of them together. Then we got a pretty good football team, and that's the key. If we do exactly what we're supposed to do it how we're coached to do it, we got a chance. And again, I've said it from the very beginning. We had to stay healthy, and the entire season to be where we think and know we can be. But if we have to have some missing pieces during the course of the year, then we'll struggle at times, and we'll just have to work extra hard at it.
Yeah, it was good seeing the smile from Juju. I know you got a nice little laugh at it.
Laughing at him, that boy.
But it was kind of. Talking about what you just talked about there, I mean, being 1/11th, doing your job, having your role on that team.
That's it, and everybody does, and it doesn't matter. And my message to our scout team guys, the guys that'll be playing for us somewhere down the road, I don't know where, but somewhere, they're young right now, and my message to them is practice like you're going to be a player. The starter. If you don't do that, then you're hurting yourself, but in turn, you're hurting our football team because you're not giving us the effort we need and the effort we need to get better on offense and defense. And I think our players have done a fantastic job the last 2 weeks. Those guys there have done a really, really good job of getting their self better at the same time helping our offense and defense get better because they're playing faster and harder, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
You got to have some passion for the game, and I think they've done a really good job of that.
Well, it definitely showed the other night, and it was good to see. Well, Coach, we're out of time.
Right.
I know we could go on for hours and hours, but you obviously got other things some more pressing matters as the Pineville Rebels will be waiting for the Tigers.
Quick thing is you can get your tickets are online on Facebook, on Neville Tiger Network, Neville Tiger Football, Tiger Gridiron Committee, everything, all of those things.
Click the link.
With the link you can click on to get their digital tickets.
That's right, the digital tickets down there in Rapides Parish. Well, get them now, and we'd like to see a huge crowd. Hope you enjoyed those conversations with Coach Hunt and Coach Collins as we are still in the Jim Taylor Auto Group pregame show live from the Family Solutions broadcast booth here in Pineville, Louisiana, as we await the coin toss. Both teams are on the field. They've made the Pineville band has done the national anthem, and we're about ready to go. But captains for tonight's game for the Tigers is number 47, Mason Hart. You've also got number 9, Malik Grayson. Benny McNabb, number 76, and Juju Burns, number 2. For Pineville, you have Hakeem Nix, number 1. You've got Carter Smith, Garrett Jackson, number 13, and number 14, Skylar Strong, as well as number 79, that is Landon McDaniel. Let's go down to Frank Nettles, who's
a few times before this year, just
the coin toss for us.
On the field and on your bench. Neville, you're the visiting team, so you will call the toss. Here's the coin. The helmet side is heads. The Roman numeral 12 is tails. Okay, if I drop it, we'll do the toss again. What's your call? Call is heads. And it is heads. You won the toss.
We'll like to defer.
All right, you're going to defer to the second half. Neville defers to the second half, so you'll get the ball. You want the ball, I assume. Which way you want to kick from? You want to kick that way? All right, so swing around to this side right here.
All right, thanks, Frank. And Frank graciously filling in for Jason Ewing as the Tigers have won the toss and will defer to the second half. They'll be kicking from our right to left. That's backs to 165 here, as you can see the field as you head south to Alexandria before you cross the Red River. But Pineville will take the opening kickoff. And Robert, we've got before we get to your keys to the game, series history. The series is tied 1-1. Pineville beat Neville in the semifinals 20-19 in 1960 on their way to the only state championship in school or Rapides Parish history. Neville tied it up last year, the first year we played them since. In 2024, we won 50-10 in that District 2 5A game. So this is kind of the rubber match as we get ready to go. And let's toss it to Robert for his keys to the game.
Yeah, tonight offensively, we've got to establish a running game early, get going offensively, and play clean football. No penalties. Stay on track. Stay ahead of the chains. Don't get behind the chains third and long. And then defensively, we've got to win the line of scrimmage and stop their run game. And then Pineville's they're gonna spread it out. They're gonna try to take some shots. They throw the ball a good bit, so we've got to play sound in the secondary and be where we're supposed to be in zone coverage.
All right, Kelmarian Phillips deep to receive for the Rebels, and there is the kick from Rivers Sorrell, and it's a touchback.
Yeah, great kick
good to
right
see
there.
that right there. Pineville will take over on their own 20.
Yeah, he started games. We know he can kick it into the end zone. He showed that he can do it, but last couple of weeks he's come up just short of the end zone, and we've had to defend the kickoff. So that one went deep into the end zone there, and brings out this Neville defense for the first series of the game.
Last year we didn't get to see this young man, Carter Smith, who had gone out for the year with an injury, and it was the running back, number 23, Aiden Tate, who was running that Wildcat all night. Kind of gave the Tigers fits in that first half, but now it's Tate behind Carter Smith in a kind of shotgun eye formation as they spread a couple of receivers wide to the far side. They're going to give it to Tate. He tries to bounce off a tackle, and there's nothing doing. He's going to lose a yard back to the 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Once again, we're just underway here, and we are in the Cartown first quarter. Thanks to Cartown, the foot of the Louisville Bridge in both Monroe and West Monroe, the used car giants. And also the first half is sponsored by our good friends over there at Sleepy Hollow, the Falk family. The corner of 9th in Louisville and Monroe. And patio furniture to bedding, high-quality interior goods and accessories. You need to go check them out. This weekend would be great. All right, there's Smith, who's thrown it across the middle, and the ball is going to be incomplete as the receiver was just hit nicely right on time, and the ball pops out of his chest. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 for the Rebels.
Yeah, they tried to leak the running back, Tate, out of the backfield and come across the middle right there, and our linebackers did a good job of seeing him and staying on the running back and making the tackle as soon as the ball got to him, create an incomplete pass there.
Jacoby Collins was the man to break that pass up. All right, 3rd and long now for Pineville. This is their first possession of the first half. Now a whistle blows, and we're going to have a timeout. Pineville with 11:16 remaining. They're going to think about it. All right, so a timeout on the field. We'll take one, too. Just underway here in Pineville, Louisiana. We'll be right back. Still no score.
At St. Francis Health, we're focused on serving you with a dedication to excellence, innovation, clinical expertise, and respect for who you are as a person. As we turn our attention to the future, our commitment to Northeast Louisiana is at the center of how we move St. Francis forward. Our highly skilled team has one thing in mind: excellence in healthcare. It is our honor and our mission to serve you and this community. St. Francis, official healthcare partner of the Neville Tigers.
We're back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth here from Pineville High School in Pineville, Louisiana. Nice kind of old stadium we got here. It's sunken in kind of like a canyon. What was he calling it? The sandy something. The sandy basin. There you go. As that 3rd down play goes quick, and he tried to get out a quick one. I think that was 13 on the catch, Garrett Jackson, but he's going to be well short of the first down. They get it to the 25, but at 4th and 5 from their own 25, the Rebels are going to swap some jerseys out. And number 24, Jocko Lee, the senior kicker, will stand at his 12-yard line. It's going to be KJ back there. Caden Jones standing at around the Neville 45. There's the snap. Kick by Lee is a high one, and they're going to be call Peter on that one. And the ball will take a Pineville bounce and be down at the Neville 40-yard line. So if you're just joining us here in the Cartown first quarter, no score from Neville and Pineville as we're just underway. That was Pineville's first offensive drive, a 3-and-out forced by the Tiger defense, and now the Tiger offense takes the field.
Yeah, great job by the defense right there. We've struggled in 3rd and long, 4th and long the last few games of getting off the field defensively and allowing teams to continue drives. Great job getting a 3 and out right there, getting the ball to our offense here on the 40-yard line, and let's see if we can get going here on offense.
It will be Roberson beside Robinson in the backfield. A couple of receivers split to the near side of the field. Ball on the far side hash away from us. They're going to turn and go play action, and they got the slant to Zaylen Young. He's got one man to beat, and he's trying to fight him off, but he can't do it. Touchdown save and tackle by Hakeem Nicks, but they go for the quick slant on the RPO, and it was easy pickings.
It's there. They had no free safety in the field. They walked up. They're going to try to take away the run game, and we checked to it, just the inside slant. Zaylen did a great job getting inside of the corner, creating a big play.
All the way to the 27-yard line. They're going to give this to Roberson, who's got the edge. He's got some running room, needing a block. As you get around the edge, he's going to tiptoe into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. 2 plays, 60 yards, and the Tigers strike first. That touchdown brought to you by Chris Lewis and the Coney Island Connection.
Yeah, just ran the zone play right there. Offensive line does a good job of stalemating the offensive line or the defensive line for Pineville, and Roberson did a great job of being patient and bounced it outside and just outran the defensive end or linebacker there. I couldn't tell, and to make it to the corner and score there on the second play of the drive.
Yeah. Good job by Roberson of outrunning that. Schnett was down there, and he didn't want to get in that holding situation, trying to get the kickback. Okay, here's the Tiger special teams. That's Brooks Yerger set to kick the extra point. Brian Alverni to hold. Davis Shelby to snap. Break out of the formation. There's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 10:38 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Neville 7, Pineville nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
We're running the winning play at Sparks Nissan Kia. Whether you're recruiting a car, truck, or SUV, our lineup is stacked with all-stars ready to take the field. We're talking championship deals, low down payments, and monthly payments that won't sideline your budget. Ready to make a trade? We'll give you top dollar. That's a win in any playbook. Sparks Nissan Kia, where every drive is a touchdown. We're wishing our Neville Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
The Tigers with the NetTech Managed IT Services scoring drive summary. 2 plays, 60 yards. It was a 33-yard pass to Zaylen Young and a 27-yard touchdown run by Jamarian Roberson, J-Rob, they like to call him. Took 23 seconds off the clock. 10:38 to go here in the Cartown first quarter, and it's 7-0 Tigers. And River Sorrell has it teed up here on the near side hash once again. There's the kick. It's going to get into the end zone as a fair catch was called. It bounced right at the 1, but another touchback for Sorrell, and Pineville will take over on their own 20. First drive netted them 5 yards, and this is the second offensive opportunity of the evening.
Yeah, got to expect Pineville to try to maybe open it up a little bit. You know, they ran the ball on first down for no gain on the last drive, and then tried to throw it to the running back, and it created a 3rd and long, and Neville was able to get off the field after a short pass. You know, they want to get the ball to number 23. He's their playmaker. We saw him last year.
Tate.
Yeah, he's a tremendous runner. He's hard-nosed, tough player. So we'll see what they can muster up here on this drive.
Tigers moving around a couple of safeties. They're going to turn and hand it to Tate, and he's met in the hole by Juju Burns, but bounces off that tackle. Still trying to break in tackles, and he gets out of bounds at around the 24-yard line. So Aiden Tate, we saw that from him last year.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get down. I don't know if it's legs. He's got it greased. He's
strong.
But he's a strong runner, and Juju doesn't miss many when he hits him right there. And he had a good shot at it.
Yeah, I don't know if he stiff-armed him or what, but Juju was there to make the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and was not able to get him down.
Bounce it for 5, out actually to the 25. Second down and 5 now for the Rebels. Tate behind Smith. They're going to hand it to him again, and he is just manhandled in the backfield. Was that Malik?
Yeah, that's number 9.
No, that was 40.
It was 40 and number 9.
Yeah, Malik Grayson and Dante Matthews. You see here, it was 9. Yeah, that was Malik first, and then Matthews just got He's not going to get credit for a half on that one. That was all Malik.
Yeah,
as loss of a couple back to the 23-yard line, actually the 22. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down and 8 now for Pineville.
Malik did a great job of getting off the ball right there. He's watching that ball as soon as it snapped. He blew by the tackle right there and was able to hit the running back in the backfield for a big loss there on 2nd down.
All right, here is that 3rd down play. Smith looking to throw. He rolls to his right, looking. He's pushed out of bounds. That's going to be a sack by Grayson back at the 11-yard line. So that 5-yard net is going to go to 1, as that was a loss of about 6 on that deal. It's going to make it 4th down and 14. So Pineville would be forced to punt. They'll send Lee back there once again. He'll be standing around the 2-yard line. KJ Jones is hovering around the 50. There's the snap. Lee has it. It's an end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce at around the Pineville 41-yard line and once again take a Pineville bounce. And it almost gets to the 45, but it'll be the 46-yard line of Neville, and the Tigers will take over once again.
Yeah, great job by the defense. It's all you can ask for. Created a 3rd and long, and we blitzed Jaden Reed off the short side of the field. Quarterback was able to break contain, but we were able to run him to the sideline and force the quarterback out of bounds, create a punt, and now the Tigers take back over here, 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line.
Roberson to the right of Parker Robinson. They split out. Desi Bird is wide to the left. Schnett in the slot. And actually Bird in the slot. And he's got Zaylen Young open again. He's got it at the 25. He's going to go in untouched. 44 yards to pay dirt. Zaylen Young gets his first touchdown of the night. Touchdown brought to you by Chris Lewis and the Coney Island Connection.
Yeah, again, Pineville lined up in the same formation. They got everybody walked up. No free safety. It leaves your corner one-on-one with a mismatch with Zaylen. He's 6'4" and can run, and Zaylen just ran off the ball and beat the corner. As you can see on the replay here, he's wide open, and Parker does a great job of throwing a good ball to him there, putting another touchdown on the board.
Zaylen's had over 150 yards of receptions over the past couple of ball games, and he's well on his way here. There's the snap. The kick is going to be, did he sneak it through? He did.
Wow.
The kick from Yerger is good. 9:20 remaining here in the first. Tigers 14, Pineville nothing. We'll be back on the other side of this 30-second timeout.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
All right, welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Sorrell from the 40. This one's going to be returnable by Phillips. He's got it. And
we ran right
went right by a couple of tackles, and he can't. He tries to leap over a Tiger defender, and he's going to be down at the 31-yard line. Let's call it a 29-yard kickoff return for Phillips. And this will be the best starting field position of the night for the Rebels. They'll start at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, good return right there by the Pineville returner. He caught the ball on the goal line and took it out for a big return. We just kind of ran by him. I don't know what happened. But he was slippery, and we were able to trip him up here on about, 31-yard line?
31-yard line. No wind here at the moment. Nice night here in Pineville. Nice little sunset back over to the right, and the blitz comes, and that's Malik Grayson. It's his second sack of the night. He's got Smith down around the, and I give him a lot of credit for the forward progress as he was running away from him, but should be around the 22 based on the Creed and Creed replay. About the 23-yard line. Okay, that's a good spot there by the officiating crew. That'll be a loss of 9. Second down and 19 upcoming for Pineville. They're just moving backwards, Rob.
Yeah, it's it's a mismatch up front. Our defensive line so far has done a good job of manhandling their offensive line.
He put a man in motion. Smith going to step up in the pocket. He's eluded the rush, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's the original line of scrimmage. I believe that was Jacoby Collins chasing Connor Smith down. And it'll be third down and a long 10 for Pineville.
Yeah, and we've got 3 defensive linemen, and we were able to still put pressure. We flushed him out of the pocket. Got to have your linebacker step up right there and clean it up. Let him get too much yardage right there after flushing him out of the pocket. Basically got the sack yardage back.
After this play, I want to check in with Frank. Here's Smith, and they bring the corner blitz, and they got him. Jalen Watkins finally is going to put Smith to the turf. They're going to that'll be all the way back to the 21. And Frank, as we go to our Marion State Bank sideline report, size difference, our front to their front. Talk about it.
Listen, we're actually, to me, we're definitely at this point, if y'all can hear me real good.
I got you.
I was going to tell y'all that 3 plays for Neville for 2 touchdowns is exactly what our coaches needed to see.
Yeah, you're right.
Back to you.
Thank you. Thanks, Frank. All right, here's another a punt for Lee. This one, high one. It's going to be taken in by Schnedt. They're going to throw the flag as he was in the halo right there, but the ball was recovered by number 16. That wasn't Schnedt. That was KJ, sorry. But Quentin Major falls on the football, but it was Jones that was hit right about the same time that ball comes into. And we'll see it here on the Creed and Creed replay. Jones was... Yeah, he was just, he went straight to the head too. That was almost a targeting.
Yeah.
We'll see what they call, but it was a shoulder to the head, it wasn't helmet to helmet. But the flag is at the 45. This is obviously going to go towards the Pineville return team, and that's going to be a kick interference or return interference, however you want to call it. Let's see how far they step this one off. 7:34 remaining here in the Cartown first quarter. That's going to be a 15-yarder. And they will place the ball at the Pineville 40. The Tigers, as Frank alluded to earlier, have had 3 plays. Scored twice. First action for Jarvis Blackston, who's to the left of Parker Robinson. Now Zalen is here to the near side in the slot, and they still have no safety.
No, I mean, it's one-on-one.
And they moved Blackson to the right. Let's see if they go to it again. And they're going to hand it to Jarvis, who powers his way forward, and he's still on his feet. He's got a gain of 3 on first down. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers.
Yeah, and they lined up in the same defense that they've lined up the previous 2 drives. And you can see it right here. Zalen's one-on-one. I think they moved a bigger corner over on him. But still, it's worth the shot.
I think is that 7 on him now? Xavier Cochran. Yep. Taller DB.
There it is.
They look for it, and they got it. But I think it was just maybe a miscommunication as Zalen went inside and Parker was thrown to the sideline.
Yeah, just a little overthrown right there. Yeah. Got to give him a chance. It's still a mismatch. Bringing up 3rd and long right here.
First 3rd down of the night for the Tigers. Andy Martin crunching that 3rd down conversion rate over there. All right, 3rd and 7. Blackston remains in the backfield. They split out Mason Hart. That's one of the 3 on the right side. They give it to Blackson. He's got a big hole, and he just barely is brought down. Well, I thought he was going to be a little closer to the first down than that, but it's going to be 4th down and 3 for the Tigers as they try to go quick here. They bring everybody to the line. Now they're going to we're going to have a false start, as it looked like the whole right side of the offense moved.
Yeah.
Oh, did we call a time?
No, it's false start on Neville.
False start on the Tigers, so that'll back them up 5.
Yeah,
they're going to leave that.
Collins he's talking to the referees. I guess we didn't get the timeout in time. You got to go for it right here.
4th and 8, yeah, from the Pineville 38-yard line. Got to get to the 30. 4th down play for Neville. They look to the sideline.
And again, you got one-on-one down here with Zay.
You're going to throw the quick hitch to Bird, and he's going to be right at the.
Ooh,
man, that is.
Yeah, he got it.
They're going to be. It's got to get to the 30. He knows where the football's got to be at the 30. I think he's going to spot it a little short. Like the far side guy has it short, and so that's going to turn over on downs. Let's see this on the Creed and Creed replay as Bird is hit around the 39, and he falls forward. That ball is across the 30, but
yeah.
They mark it at the 30.5. So Pineville will take over on downs right there. The Tigers fail to convert that 4th down and 8.
Yeah, I mean, he's inches short on the spot that we got, and it looked like the ball was definitely past the stick.
It had to get to it, but either way, here's Pineville, 3rd. No, this is the 4th drive of the night for Pineville. They're going to turn, hand it to Tate, and he takes it into the interior of that Tiger defense. He'll be good for about 3 out to the 34-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Pineville. 5:50 remaining here in this Cartown first quarter. Smith turns, hands it to Tate. He's met in the backfield, and he's going to go down after a loss of 2 back to the 32-yard line. So 3rd and 9 now for Pineville.
That was a big collision there.
Yeah,
as soon as he got the handoff, he was stood up right here. Defensive lineman, I believe it was number 1. Or no? Wasn't 1.
No, it wasn't 1. I think that might have been 0.
Yeah.
That was Jalen Watkins in that one. So 3rd and 9 as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Pineville with Tate in the backfield. Bring a man in motion. They're going to roll to his right. Smith looking downfield, and it's going to be incomplete as he was looking for number 4. That's Jaden Clark. He was a little bit behind him. Clock will stop with 4:46 to go in the first, and another punt by Lee coming up.
Yeah, Neville's defense did a good job right there. They tried to sprint the quarterback out to the field, and we just strung it out. Had a lot of defenders over there. They were running the flood route, had a corner and a guy on a flat route, and we covered it very well.
KJ Jones back around his own 40, trying to get Lee's punt. That's going to be
that hit a Pineville.
I think that hit a Pineville person. They throw both of the beanbags come out. It kicks forward to the 20-yard line, but they're going to bring this back to around the 40-yard line is where they should mark it. We'll see where it'll be the 39-yard line. See here on the Creed and Creed replay. It hit his foot. Looks like he's hit 13 maybe.
Yeah.
And so Tigers will take it at the 39-yard line. Once again, moving from Highway 165 towards the softball field here at Pineville. Roberson back in as Robinson rolls out. Throw is going to be a little short. Looking for Desi Bird across the 50. Can't connect. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now for the Tigers.
Yeah, and Pineville's they're playing man-to-man, and it's soft coverage. we got to have people in the flat and have efficient, quick throws, get the ball out of our hands, and then take some shots. There's no free safety in the middle of the field, and you got guys way off. So there you go right there.
There's Bird.
Make a man miss.
He makes the first man miss. He's up the near sideline. He's going to have the Sonic drive-in on North 18th Street first down. We're in the Cartown first quarter. But it's across the 50 to the Pineville 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
And we're trying to get to the J. Papa's red zone.
We're trying to.
We've been running through it.
We've ran through it a couple of times. Yeah. That's right. I hope Jonathan.
Yeah, he's been texting me.
Okay, so he figured out it wasn't the pep route.
Right. Yeah.
It's the football game.
It's the football game.
The football game we're trying to do. Okay. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Roberson remains in the backfield. He goes out in the route. They're going to toss this. And kind of a dangerous throw there from Parker. He was looking for Zaylen out around the 35-yard line towards in front of the Neville bench. And just kind of
and had plenty of time. Yeah. There was no reason to give ground or anything, and stay in there, hang in there, and let it develop. If not, don't force a throw. Let's get back to the line of scrimmage or try to advance the ball. And
another quick throw out to Desi Bird. He gets to the corner and then gets hit hard at the 37-yard line. I believe that was Nix who laid the hit.
Yeah, it was a big hit.
Nix. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers from the Pineville 33. .45 remaining here. The Tigers look to the sideline. There's a good look at Bird to the short side of the field. Zaylen 101. They're going to hand this to Roberson, and nice little patient run as he found a hole and headed north. He gets to the 34-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short of the line to gain. 4th down and 1. Another 4th down try coming up here for that Tiger offense.
Yeah, it's still too much penetration right there. We got our running back off of its spot, and he ended up making a good run out of it. But 2 guys in the backfield right there.
4th and 1. They're going to hand it to Roberson again, and he's going to fall forward and have the first down. Needed 1 and got 2. And that'll be another Sonic driving on North 18th Street, first down.
I like this. You get into rhythm with the run game, start getting some big chunk plays and keep the chains moving, and then that's when you can take a shot in the passing game.
Another give. That's Roberson. He spun down around the 25-yard line.
Picked up about 6, maybe 7 there on the first down run.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 4 now from the Pineville 26 is where they spot the football. Tigers trying to get their 3rd touchdown here in the first quarter. Little swing pass out to J-Rob, and they're going to be forced out of bounds as a flag.
Don't call face mask.
In. Is that going to be a face mask against Pineville there?
No, I think it may be against us.
Against maybe Van, who's out there leading the play?
No, on the stiff arm maybe. I'm guessing.
Let's see here. Here's Roberson. He breaks down around the 26. And then,
he grabs his face mask right there.
Yeah, that's going to be against J-Rod. That's going to negate the run.
Yep. Oh, it's offsetting.
Oh, so they got face mask against – they both had everybody's face mask, because they might have to replay. They're going to replay 2nd down. So they're going to have to move this back. The ball was at the 26, and they haven't moved the sticks. So.
Yeah, he had Roberson's face mask too. So
mutual.
Yeah.
All right, so once again, 2nd down and 4 after the offset and face masks. One of the Pineville D linemen tried to jump, but he held himself back. They give it to Roberson again. He makes a sidestep around the 22-yard line, and he's going to be free and into the end zone. A 26-yard scamper on second down from J-Rob, and that's his second touchdown of the night. Like to see him moving like that in that interior. That touchdown brought to you by Chris Lewis and the Coney Island Connection. Robert.
Yeah, I mean, just a lot of room to run right there. Offensive line did a good job of getting a push, and Roberson did a good job of finding the soft spot, sticking his foot in the ground, and getting north and south and putting the ball in the end zone.
Here's the swinging gate. Yerger for the point after. There's a snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 2:01 remaining here in the first quarter. Neville 21, Pineville nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football. When hunger hits, head to Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe. Whether it's burgers hot off the grill, crispy tots, or a classic cherry limeade, Sonic has the flavor you love. Fast, fresh, and made just the way you like it. And Sonic is proud to continue their support of Neville High School, standing behind our Tigers both on and off the field. So swing by Sonic on North 18th Street today, where great food and community spirit come together. Back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth we go. River Sorrell set to kicking off again for the Tigers, who have yet to punt in this football game. They've had 4 possessions, scored 3 touchdowns. It is 21-0 early here in Pineville, as Sorrell runs into this one, and that's going to be a touchback. Into the end zone it goes, and Pineville will take it over once again on the 20. Let's check in with our Marion State Bank sideline reporter, Frank Nettles, tonight. Frank, man, this first quarter, the Tigers coming out hot.
Can't be more proud of the Tigers at this point. Coach has got to be really feeling good about all this. I will say this, Pineville not quite as tough as I really thought they might be. But I will tell you this also, we got to see in this game, 21-0 here in the first quarter is huge. We've scored points like this before, guys. I just don't want to see a letdown. How are we going to play poise in this game is what I want to say.
Yeah, strong first half is what the coach and staff would like to see. Pineville yet to have a first down as they tried the delayed handoff to Tate, and it didn't work, as in the backfield was a host of Tigers. I believe that might have been Fobbs White, and it was one of the guys back there. It'll be a loss of 2, second down and 12 now for Pineville.
Yeah, great job by the defensive front. And I agree with Frank. You know, you want to see how this Neville team, you know, we've had chances to step on people's throats and
put them away.
Put it away, and we just hadn't quite done that. St. Thomas More let them back in the game. They end up winning. Sterlington last week. We have a chance to go up, and we don't do it.
Yeah, we're up 14-0.
Up 14-0, yeah.
Try the swing pass now to Tate to get him outside, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds at around the 20. That's not the 20, the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 1 on the second down. It'll be third down and 11 for the Rebels.
Yeah, it's a great job up front. We're pursuing the football. I think we got to tackle a little better. You know, 23 is hard to get down, but let's wrap him up.
Yeah, that was Malik coming in on that swing pass, and they're going to say no gain, actually. No gain on the play. Third down and 12 for Pineville. Ball on the near side hash. They pull it from the belly of Tate. They're trying to go downfield, and it's going to be overthrown. Nowhere to really throw it. He was looking for, I believe that was Phillips, and Jay Reed was all over him. I mean, just waiting for that ball to come down, and it was fortunately overthrown, or it could have been picked. As another fourth down coming up. I'll check in with Andy. There's net tech stats for Pineville. I think are they in
the stats are for the Neville defense. That's 5 3-and-outs in a row.
5 3-and-outs in a row, and I believe they're in negative yard territory. There's the punt away from Lee. KJ just going to let it bounce at around the Neville 48. It bounces sideways at the 44-yard line, and it'll be down there, and the Tigers will take over their 5th drive of the night. That last drive was the longest drive of the night for the Tigers. 7 plays, 61 yards, took 3:18 off the clock. A 26-yard touchdown run for Roberson. to cap it off.
Yeah, and early on in that drive, we had Zaylen one-on-one, and we overthrew him, and he was open. So we'll see how they line up this go-around here.
Caden Gray coming in to get some reps at wide receiver. They're going to look for him over. No, I thought he was looking deep, and it ended up checking down to Bird, who was streaking across the middle of the field, and they can't hook up. It'll be second down and 10. So,
yeah, it looked like we had him on the over route right there. Parker just let him a little too much. It would have been a tight throw. He had to kind of throw it over the backer right there, and that can be a tough throw.
Zeeland tight. Ball on that left hash. Tigers still moving right to left. 56 minutes remain in this Cartown first quarter. 56 seconds, rather. Not 56 minutes. That'd be a long first quarter. And this time, Roberson. No, that's not Roberson. That's Blackston. Almost pulled it off out of Parker's hands. And he falls forward for about 3. Third down and 7 now for the Tigers. The ball is at the Neville 47-yard line. They'll have to run a play here, Robert.
Yep.
As the play clock is at 25 seconds. The game clock at 30. Here's the third down play. Pull it from Blackston and get it out to Bird, and he's across the 50 to the Pineville 47. They're going to be a yard shy. I don't think the Tigers are going to punt. No. They're going to try and go quick here. 13, 11, or now we're at 10 seconds remaining. Tigers going tempo. They turn, hand it to Blackston, and he's going to have the first down for the Tigers. That Sonic drive in on North 18th Street, first down. That'll be the last play of the first quarter as the Tigers get that first down. So it's been all Neville here in this one. They lead Pineville 21-0. We'll be back in 1 minute with more Neville Tiger football.
At Marion State Bank, we're committed to the growth of our community, starting with education. From elementary to high school and beyond, we invest in the growth of our students. Because strong roots begin with empowered minds, from local classrooms to high school athletics, and supporting college dreams. Marion State Bank, rooted in education and local athletics. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Growing up in Northeast Louisiana, I was raised on neighbors helping neighbors, the spirit of entrepreneurship and good food, something we know a lot about at Coney Island Connection. We've turned those values into our mission. We believe giving back with a lot of food and lots of love has the power of bringing people together. We're more than a restaurant, we're family, and with your support, we're changing lives one meal at a time. Thank you for helping us to become known as a small business with a big heart.
Welcome back to Family Solutions broadcast booth. We've made it to the second quarter of play. Tonight's second quarter is brought to you by Dr. Gigi Grant, Brad Bujo there at Shell Chiropractic. They're on 165 in Monroe. First play of the quarter, give it to Blackston, and he's broken loose. He's in the secondary, and he's at the 5, and he's in for the touchdown. 45 yards for Jarvis Blackston as the hole opened up in the middle of the field, and Blackston bolted right through it. That touchdown brought to you by Chris Lewis and the Coney Island Connection.
Yeah, great run by Blackston. You can see right there. I mean, we actually, Pineville had guys free, just didn't make the tackle. Free safety comes up, and he didn't put a hat on him, and Blackston rumbles into the end zone there to put another touchdown on the board here, started the second quarter.
Here's the extra point. Didn't take long, 8 seconds into this quarter. There's the snap. The kick is up. Kick should be. And it is good. 11:52 remaining in the second. Neville 28, Pineville nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
I'm Dr. Brad Boudreau, and here at Shell Chiropractic, we offer non-invasive spinal decompression If you or a loved one suffer from bulging herniated discs, spinal stenosis, or even sciatic symptoms, I encourage you to give our office a call here at Shell Chiropractic.
Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. We are in the Shell Chiropractic second quarter of play. First play of the second quarter. Went 45 yards to cap off a 5-play, 59-yard drive. It took a minute 10 off the clock for the Tigers. It's 28-0. Neville. That score and drive summary brought to you by NetTech Managed IT Services. Now the Rebels are swapping out a few people on the kickoff return team. I believe this is still Phillips back deep to receive. Sorrell's kick is going to bounce at the 1 and into the end zone. That'll be a touchback for the Tigers, and once again, the Rebels will take it at the 20. And as we're looking in on those NetTech Managed IT Services stats, Andy Martin over there crunching it out. I mean, Pineville, talk about being behind the chains. They've got negative 16 yards rushing, 6 yards through the air. You add that together, it's negative 10 yards total for the Rebels. Tiger defense definitely doing its job tonight. Tiger offense doing its job.
Yep.
And that's how we stand here, 28-0, as Smith turns, looks to his right. He's got a man complete, and that's going to be Gales. He's got one man to beat. Can he beat Juju? And he can't. Juju Burns with the shoestring tackle at the 22-yard line. But that's Phillips as he got a nice throw. He kind of had that on the little stop route, and he turned it upfield and showed a lot of speed. And Juju, the North Carolina commit, the only man who could get him, and he tracked him down at the 28. First down for the Pineville Rebel.
Yeah, just got to tackle better right there.
Yeah.
We had off coverage. If you're going to do that, you got to come up and make the tackle.
Smith, once again, looking to throw, and he's going to be sacked as there was about 5 Tigers back there. I saw Watkins back there. I saw Dante Matthews back there. Let's see if we can see on the Creed and Creed replay. That looked like
Robert Stewart, I got to tell y'all, that was
Matthews,
a great shoestring tackle by Juju.
Yeah, great effort.
I mean, what he doesn't dive, it's a touchdown for Pine Bluff. I just got to go back and say that was awesome.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Great hustle, and it's what you want to see out of your star defensive player.
so a loss of about 9 or 8. Second down and 18. Now Phillips in at quarterback as is that
That's
8?
number 8.
Okay,
yeah.
never mind. It looked like 6 from up here. As Caleb Coleman in at quarterback. I don't know what happened if Smith got twisted up on that last one, but Coleman in at quarterback. It'll be third down and 18. Clock stopped at 10:38. Pineville, those maroon jerseys and white numbers, gray helmets, white pants. Coleman has it out to Phillips, and he is going to be tackled. Nice open field tackle by Max Carter. Gain of 8 back to that original line of scrimmage. They're going to say 9. So it'll be 4th and 9 from the Neville, that's not 30, 26-yard line.
Yeah, Pineville just threw the little tunnel screen and created a little separation, and receivers, he's a slippery guy.
So that is Coleman in at quarterback. Tate behind him, 6 in the slot to the near side. They're going to look again for him as he's getting ran backwards. He finally throws it, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. There's a flag.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Come on, man. You got to be smarter than that.
Let's see if we can see this on the Creed and Creed replay. That's going to give them a first down after he had no chance of getting this football, and that's going to be, that's Kiki who came late.
And that's the stuff that we've kind of done this year on defense to keep drives alive. You know, you've done your job. You got off the field, and you have a boneheaded penalty that's Coach Collins, he talks about it. It's about us. It's not about them. It's doing what we do right. And
did everything right there.
Correct.
And there was no way he was going to complete a pass that far back. And it was almost like Kiki was just mad he made him run so far, chasing him down.
But in the games that are coming up,
you can't do that.
That's game-changing plays.
In the J. Papa's red zone we go for the first time tonight as a first down for the Rebels at the Neville 17-yard line. They look for the little fade there, but the receiver was never there. They were looking, Coleman was looking for Nix here on this near sideline. The Rebels moving right to left now. Clock stopped at 9:48 here. Tigers in all white tonight, Rob. White pants, white tops, black numerals with the gold trim. Here's second down from the 18-yard line of Neville. Deepest penetration from Pineville to this point. And that's Smith, and they try the little bootleg out. Juju Burns has nothing, or is having nothing of it, as Smith will be sacked back at the 21-yard line. It'll make it third down and 18 for the Rebels.
Yeah, they were trying to just go play action and sprint the quarterback out. Juju was coming off the edge right there, and as a quarterback, you see him walked up. You got to hope that he takes the fake. Juju did a great job of keeping his containment and sacking the quarterback right there.
Well, Smith out at quarterback, Coleman back in. Third down and long for the Rebels. You talk about the fourth down conversions. This third down, definitely probably two down territory for Pineville. Coleman looking deep. He's got a man in the back corner of the end zone. He overthrows him. 17 had a step on the Tiger defensive back. That's Schneider. Or that's Daniel Coleman, sorry. As that's one of the ones they told me about.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
didn't write down, but that's it's going to bring a fourth down and 19, and they're going to swap out. They're going to go for the field goal, bro.
Yep.
9 minutes to go here in the Shell Chiropractic second quarter.
Try to get some points on the board. You know, Neville's had a good some success in blocking field goals this year. Got some big guys on the inside that can push. You got to get some push and get penetration and get your hands up.
Jocko Lee from Jocko Lee. Let's see. That's going to be a 38-yard attempt. There's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is not going to get there. No good. Tigers will take over on downs. That won't. It'll be at the 20-yard line, but there's a delay of game prior to the play. It's going to repeat fourth down. So they blew this dead.
Yep.
I thought I heard some officials. But a delay of game will negate the miss. He's going to try it again. They back him up 5, so he missed from 38. This is going to be from 43. Jocko Lee with an extra.
Why not try it again, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it just made it fourth and a lot. Fourth and 20, 25 probably. There's the kick, and this is going to be long enough. Is it good? No, it's looks like he might have pulled it to the left.
Yeah, it looks like it went left.
So either way, Tiger defense bends a little bit but doesn't break. No points allowed, and with 8:51 to go, the Tigers will take it at the 20-yard line. You see that sideline shot. All right. Frank, our Marion State Bank sideline report. The Tigers got away with one. That big tackle came by Juju, really set that defense back up.
That gave me the chip. It's what tackle you literally have to dive when you're doing like that, because the kid was actually outrunning him at that point. And here we got 28-0. Guys, just real quick, I would like to know how many plays have we run?
A few, as they run another one right there, looking for Mason Hart, just streaking down the middle of the field. The throw was a little bit underthrown, that ball. It'll be second down and 10. You see here on the Creed and Creed replay,
Mason Hart.
Yeah, it was Mason Hart. Parker Robinson just looked like he might have just short-armed it just a little bit, but Be second down and 10 for the Tigers. They haven't made it second down over there, but it should be second down.
Frank, this will be our 22nd play offensively.
22nd play will be a handoff to J. Robb, and he's going to have a short gain, maybe 2. That's it to the 22. It's going to be third down and 8 now for Neville.
And right there, we got too many guys in the backfield. Offensive line has got to, stay with their guy. I believe that was a zone play, and we're getting beat inside. Not going to be able to get away with that coming up.
Roberson in the backfield. Robinson looking to throw. Looking left. He's got a man, but he fell down as I believe that Zaylen slipped on the turf here. The first time we played on natural grass this season, and the turf gave way under the big foot of number 13. We see here on the, he tried to make the break on the comeback, and feet went out from underneath him, and now the Tigers, for the first time tonight, will have to punt the football away. That's Sorrell standing around the 6-yard line. That's Phillips standing around the 40. There's the snap back to Sorrell. And he's going to kick it right to Phillips at around the 44-yard line. He's going to be slung down aggressively there by number 42, Miles Reichart. And that's going to be at the Neville 48-yard line. So a decent return there from Phillips across the 50. And the best starting field position of the night for Pineville at the Neville 48.
Yeah, offensively right there, just kind of, we look like we lost our intensity a little bit. Yeah. Offensive line let 2 guys through and creates a third and long, and then we have a receiver fall down, and we go fourth down and we punt.
We talk about this. I mean, we talked about this a lot back in the 4A days, but it's
got to stay in
that
it.
Focus, stay in that deal, keep your intensity. If it's 0-0, if it's 28-0,
that's right. Go operate your offense.
That's right. Here we go. Smith back in at quarterback. He's chased out of the pocket, and he attempts a throw. He was in the grasp of Kiki Harris. He was looking for number 7. That's Cochran. Going to be incomplete. Clock stops with 7:59 to go in this first half. Second down and 10 for Pineville.
Yeah, and Neville brought guys off the edge from the short side right there. Forced the quarterback out of the pocket, and Kiki did a good job coming in and putting pressure on him.
Tate in the backfield behind Smith. Smith looking to throw, and they get it complete. That's to Phillips. He'll step out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Short gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be third down along 7 for Pineville. They had 7. Jaden Reed was there to make that hit, but Phillips was going out of bounds.
Yeah.
The throw took him there.
Yeah, just a quick out right there. They're trying to get the ball out of the quarterback's hand. The Neville pass rush has been, pretty relentless tonight. So just a short throw to try to bring it to third and medium.
Tigers bring extras right there. They get the swing pass out to Tate, and he lowers his shoulder. But Reichart is there to limit the gain to 1. It's going to be fourth down and 6 now for the Rebels, and the Rebels are going to send their punt team out there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're doing that. Down 28-0, 7:50 to go.
Yeah, they're trying to maybe get tempo and try to get that 6, but you got Jocko Lee out there to punt it away.
Yeah, and you got to go punt safe right here. Yeah. Expect a fake, something like that. Got to be able to get off the field on fourth down.
There's the snap. Lee is going to punt it away. It's a high punt.
Fair catch. Nope.
Not going to be fair caught. And a Pineville bounce will put it inside the 5, and they'll down it at the Neville 4-yard line. Nice punt from Lee to pin the Tigers deep in their own territory, and they'll take over once again at their worst field position of the night.
Yeah. That one right there is one you want to try to fair catch.
Come up and get it.
Yeah,
Punt,
it's a high punt. You get up under it, fair catch it. They can't touch you. If they do, it's a penalty, and you save the yardage. That ball rolled an extra, maybe 15, 18 yards, and it backs you up inside the 5-yard line. to try to operate your offense backed up like that could be difficult.
All right, Robinson taking the snap in his end zone. The Tigers take over on their own 4-yard line here in the Shell Chiropractic second quarter. There's a snap. They got a quick completion out to Desi Bird, and a nice job. I believe that was number 2, Edwards, who trips up Bird.
Did he trip him up or did he slip? I think he just slipped.
Here on the replay as.
Yeah, he just slipped.
Yeah, his turf went out from under him. So now loss of 2 on that one. It's second down and 12 from the Neville 2. Clock running. 7:08 remaining here in this first half. There's the quick hitch to Zaylen Young. He makes a move at the 25, and he's upfield out to the 30. Maybe they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 29-yard line as Zaylen does what Zaylen does.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's one-on-one. They're playing man coverage. You got to take advantage of it and, get the ball to your mismatch. And that was a great move right there to get the first down.
First down for the Tigers. First down brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe. They turn, hand the football off. That's Blackston, who powers his way forward across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Gain of 8 on first down. It'll be second down and 2 for Neville.
Got a man down. Who is this?
It's Blackston.
Oh, he got kind of spun around there.
Yeah, he got hammered a little bit there, but I'll tell y'all what, when he runs, he moves those feet. That's why he does so well. He never quits moving his feet.
Yeah, he's a strong back. Hope he's okay. It looks like he's in some pain.
Yeah, and let's see this here on the Creed replay as he turned and he kind of didn't really see much, and he got rolled over on.
He got twisted up a little bit and rolled on exactly. Maybe the breath knocked out of him.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might be. I mean, kind of the way he was going, it looked like something happened.
It's like it's arm or shoulder. Arm or shoulder, too.
I mean, Jarvis is a sophomore and been a heck of a runner for the Tigers.
And they're getting him up, it looks like. So
yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's walking off on his own power. I think the wind got knocked out.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I saw when he got hammered like that, when he twisted and hit on top of him.
Yeah.
You can get the breath knocked out of him, especially if you got the ball.
There is nothing worse than getting the breath knocked out of you.
No, it's a scary feeling.
It's a scary feeling. Yeah. And you have it in that situation, but Blackston's up. He's going to be fine. Second down and 8 now for the Tigers. Roberson trots back out there. Robinson barking signals to his line. Goes with play action.
There it
Looking
is.
for the deep ball to Bird, and he comes back for the football and is unable to come up with the catch. Might have been a little extracurricular, but it's not a call you might get at 28 to nothing.
Yeah, that was a bit of taunting, but
well, I mean,
and they're hard on it too. You know, I mean, and they should be.
Third down and 2 now for the Tigers as they reset. Try to get the first down here, get a fresh set of downs. They're going to look over the middle. They've got Zaylen complete, and he'll have the Sonic drive-in first down as he's tackled at the 50-yard line. And the Tiger drive stays alive here with 6 minutes remaining here in this first half.
And that's there all night long. You know, it's one-on-one. They got 8 in the box. They're trying to squeeze the run game. You can go slant, go route, out route, come back. You got all the weapons in the box.
They send Roberson out in the flat, and Parker is going to throw it at the feet of Zaylen Young. And that's going to stop the clock with 5:46. I don't know what he saw there.
We're trying to run a screen, it looked like, to
the
Zaylen.
tunnel screen. It wasn't there.
They covered it.
They covered it well.
Yeah, we got the offensive lineman coming out to block, and Pineville did a good job sniffing that out.
Second down and 10
also,
now.
to tell you all this, Robertson's doing a great job of getting rid of the ball when he needs to.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Hand it to Roberson. He's going to be stopped for a short gain. He gets it to the 49, but that's it.
bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Tigers.
Got a player down here for
Pineville Rebel. They had about 5 or 6 guys that were pushing Roberson back, and clock's going to stop for the player injury timeout. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We got a man down on the field. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Neville leading this one 28-0. Stay with us.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC, we bring our A-game every day, delivering a home run experience for you, like the thrill of sinking the game-winning shot or finding just the right vehicle for you. Whatever drives you when you shop with Jim Taylor, we put you in the starting lineup. Visit us online at jimtaylorbuickgmc.com or in Monroe, where we are professional grade, and we never stop working for you.
Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Still working on the young man. Don't have the number of the Rebel player. And as we go through this timeout, I'd like to remind you what's coming up on the Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show. Pineville Band's going to perform. They got some LED lights out here, and they've got some kind of interesting, maybe some black lighted garnish on the Pineville Band out there. So we'll see. Might have a little something going on with that. But what we will have, I can tell you this, we'll have scores from around the area. A lot of big games. District 2-5A opener. Neville's here at Pineville, but you got Ouachita traveling to Ruston. That's Ruston's homecoming game.
Yep.
And then West Monroe hosting Ash there. And you're going to have to hold on to halftime if you want to know the scores of that. See, that's called a tease. It's called a tease. Well, you don't give them what you tell them right there. As
hey, guys, Skip Portman was just telling me that Ruston's beating Ouachita 14-7 right before the half.
Yes, they are, Frank. And y'all missed out on my tease
comment.
I was trying to keep people engaged for the Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show.
Frank,
thanks, Skip. Thanks, Frank.
Y'all were just kidding.
It to me about 3 times and it excited me. So hey, look, I'm still excited.
Y'all were just playing. That's not true.
That's good.
Okay, Frank, shut up.
No, that's good. Oh no, Will was in my ear telling me the same stuff, and I was. But anyway, well, look, that's 49 is up and going to get off the field on his feet, which is good to see. 49, that's Parker Rochelle. So it's good to see him at least moving up under his, with just a little bit of assistance. So hate to see that here at the start of district play.
He's coming off pretty slow.
Okay. 5:31 remaining. The Tiger offense is back out there. We're still allowing Parker to get off the field here, and they're going to make his way over to the Pineville Rebel bench. They're going to blow the play clock here. The big 3rd down here for the Tigers. 3rd and 9 from the Pineville 49. Robinson looking to throw.
There it is.
He's got Zaylen deep down the field, and it's going to be caught inside the 10 at the 7. It looked like it ball was a little bit underthrown, and Zaylen comes down with it. Let's look here on the Creed and Creed replay. 17 had closed in on that, never turned around, but to look for the football, that was Coleman on the coverage. And they go quick. There's Roberson. He's got it inside the 5 down to the 1 yard line. The Tigers have reached the J. Papa's red zone as they're going to go quick. There's Roberson. They hand it to him again, and he's going to be in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Touchdown brought to you by Chris Lewis and the Coney Island Connection.
Yeah, great job right there, and a big play coming in after the injury. You're over on the sideline. Defense is over on the sideline, and you take a shot. coming out of the injury timeout. And ball was, like you said, it was a little underthrown. Zaylen did a great job of going up and getting the ball, and then Roberson finishes with a 1 or 2 yard score there to go up 34-0.
Offensive line did a good job there in that red zone, that J. Papa's red zone, to move a few bodies. There's a snap. The kick by Yerger is good. 35-0, 4:47 remaining here in this first half. It's been all Tigers. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football. Stay with us.
Looking for a great meal right here in Monroe? Stop by Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza on the corner of Tower and Lammy Lane. Whether you're craving a fresh, made-to-order sub or a hot, cheesy pizza, they've got you covered. And while you're enjoying your favorite meal, know that Subway and Mama DeLuca's are proud to continue their support of Neville High School athletics. Great food, great people, and a great tradition of giving back. That's Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza, fueling our community and our Neville Tigers.
Caden Jones is the returner, number 3. I'm sorry. Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. 35-0. Tigers. River Sorrell set to kick this off. It's time from left to right. It's going to get into the end zone for a touchback, and that's another touchback for the Tigers. I think he's only had one ball returned on these kicks out of the 6 that he's tried. So 5 touchbacks on the night for Sorrell. That's good to see. Pineville still trying to get on the board. They had their best opportunity after the big play to Phillips down there. That got him out of the negative total yards, but weren't able to. Once they got inside the 30 or 35, they started moving backwards a little bit.
Yep.
Tiger defense forced a missed field goal. That's Smith back out there. He's going to put Phillips in motion. They're going to look for the swing pass out to him, and they've completed it. Phillips down that sideline. He makes a move, and he might go. One man to beat, and he's not going to beat him. Jaden Reed closed in quick, but there was a couple of – 6 is a fast young man, and they swung it out. You saw it in motion as he goes in motion here on the Creed and Creed replay. You see that, and there he goes.
Well, we had him
on the sideline.
He dead legged us right there, and we had him to push him out of bounds, and wasn't able to get him down and turned it into a big play.
Another touchdown saving tackle. This is from the other safety, number 7, Jaden Reed. Pineville has it inside or right on the edge of the J. Papa's red zone at the 20. 1st and 10 now for the Rebels as they try to put some points on the board here late in this first half. Hand it to Tate. He's going to be ridden down from behind. Falls forward for 1 to the 19. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, it looks like we got a Pineville offensive lineman down. Tate kind of fell into him, I believe. Hopefully he's okay.
I hope he is too. Another man down, and it looks like JD's going. So a man down. Let's take a 1-minute break. Injury timeout here for the Rebels. 35-0 is our score. Neville on top. We'll be back.
At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we're focusing on showing people that every act of kindness fuels a movement to touch lives in unexpected, meaningful ways. Your gift allows the Tarver Braddock Foundation to continue turning loss into love, one act at a time.
Thanks to our generous donors, we're able to honor Tarver's spirit by meeting needs wherever they appear through random acts of kindness. To learn more about our mission and consider giving, visit TarverBraddockFoundation.com.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
They are still tending to that injured player for the Pineville Rebels as we return here to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. But just to remind you, in that Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show, we will have scores from around the state, around the area, as well as the Net Tech Managed IT Services stats from the first half. Tigers trying to hold. They're calling. They might be calling for the cart.
Yeah, he got rolled up pretty good. It was.
That's going to be. You hate to see that.
Yeah.
Here, but they're going to get on the gator and get him. I don't see. I see the young man. I think was at 49 earlier, and he's got ice on his neck. He must have got a little stinger right there. So the cart is coming out. I still don't have a. I don't know if Frank can see the number of this player down for Pineville. Frank, you got an idea? Maybe not.
He's coming. I see Frank.
Oh, there he is. They're getting him. Let's see, as they Tiger defense still sitting there.
It's one of the interior offensive linemen.
Yeah, no. And let's just hope this young man. Yeah. They've got him up. Okay, he's moving, folks.
Yeah.
I don't want to get crazy, but this looks like maybe a leg injury.
Lower leg.
It's
71.
Yeah, 71.
71.
The right leg, he's really having problems with it. God bless his heart. Okay. Yeah. I just would like to see Neville take a knee when things like that happen. And I just think that's the thing to do. Just talking to y'all, because the other team over there is doing that, which it's their player.
Kelsey Clayton is that young man. And Kelby Clayton. And let's hope that young man, hopefully it's not as serious as it looks down there. So, all right, well, we're just about ready to get back underway as Clayton is carted off, and the young man's played hard here tonight. It's some tough sledding against that Tiger front, and looks like it was number 58 coming in to replace him. That's Tristan Lesker. They give it to Phillips, and he is going to be pushed down as he tries to leap over one Tiger defender, but Fobbs White was there to push him to the turf. That's going to be a loss of about 6 on second down. It'll be 3rd down and 16 for Pineville.
Yeah, good job by Juju right there. He didn't let him get outside of him, forced him inside to the pursuit, and Neville's pursuit caught up with number 6, who's a speedy guy.
Yeah.
Didn't let him get outside. That's the main thing. Keep him hemmed up, and Neville defense did a good job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 16. Their go-to guy, the most explosive player, has been 6, Phillips, for the Rebels. They're going to turn and bootleg out. Smith looking to run as he is going to slide down, and he runs into a Tiger at the 15 as they both kind of slid into each other. I think that was Malik who'd come up. Let's see here on the Creed and Creed replay as Smith slides right there, and he just slid into
him. Yeah.
And 4th down and 5 now for the Pineville Rebels. They try to quick clap to get the Tigers to jump off sides. They do not. 4th, maybe a long 4. Smith looking. He's got a man across the middle, and he's complete to number 7, who's right at the sticks. They had to get to the 10, and we will see where they mark it. That's Xavier Carter on the deal. I think he's going to be short.
Yeah.
He had to get to the 10. He got to the 11. And the Tigers will take over on downs. Let's see here on the Creed and Creed replay. 7 catches it right at the 11, and he never moved forward. I mean, it was a good job by the Tiger defensive back. Don't see who was that. That was 17, Denham Nelson, who was there. And that's one of those routes you want to see him get to the sticks. He got almost to the sticks and was stopped right there. The Tiger defense, once again, keeps Pineville off the board, and the Tiger offense has 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in this half. They're going to try that forward pitch to Desi Bird. He's got room. He's at the 30. He's got one man to beat, and he's beat him. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Desi Bird from 89 yards.
Yeah, and that's a sophomore, by the way.
Yeah.
That's showing some speed, getting outside. Good lead block right there. I didn't see who it was, but a great job, and you can see his speed. I mean, he's a track guy.
Yeah, he goes.
He's covering some ground.
41-0 as we await the extra point. Tigers making quick work of this one. We've reached that 42 with the extra point here. Can make it 42-0, and that will start the clock running here. There's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 42 for the Tigers, nothing for the Rebels. 1:54 to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Hey, it's Misty Hodge with the Hodge Baruki Group, coming live to you from Bill Rupel Stadium. In real estate, just like in football, you need a winning game plan.
And at the Hodge Baruki Group, we call the plays that get you to the goal line. Buying, selling, or dreaming, let me help you score your home this season. Go Tigers!
A sandwich with soup. No, salad.
With Nuke's Pick 3, satisfy all your cravings. Sandwich salad soup, sandwich soup mac, sandwich, sandwich, sandwich. Such possibilities from $12.99. Nuke's, extra with every bite.
The Tigers take it one play, 89 yards. How fast is Desi Bird, Andy? How long did that take? Don't know. I'm going to say about 50. No, it was 2:07, 1:54, right? So that would be 13 seconds as Sorrell gets it to the one here. Phillips to the left side, looking for a little running room, and he's still on his feet. Finally tackled around the 33-yard line by number 10, Eli Aaron, who's become he was the special teams player of the week last week. He was just sick the day they took the picture. But good tackle there from number 10. And
it looked like we got a little lackadaisical right there, expecting it to be in the end zone, and next thing you know, here it comes, and not quite ready.
All right, Frank's geared.
I want to ask y'all something. I want y'all to ask me, what am I doing? What have I been doing? I'll tell you what I've been doing.
Okay.
I'm using water to cool off Bird's shoes because smoke was coming off of them.
He burned some of that grass, didn't he?
Well, as Coach Collins prepares for that halftime interview with Frank, I think he's been thinking about it all. Ball's on the ground. The ball came out. So, Frank, get your questions ready for Coach Collins at halftime. Clock running here. Second down and 6 after a 4-yard pickup for the Rebels.
Hey, I've got a bunch of pumpkin carvers on my back porch. Charlotte Durham and my twins and my nephews are in from Alabama, so tell them hello. And Kate Briard.
Yeah, carve a couple for me.
I know. I wish they'd send us a pic. We can judge them.
Old. Yeah, that's right. All right, this is Coleman. He's flush from the pocket. He's going to run it himself, and he slides down at the 40. They're going to say he started that slide at the 41-yard line. That's going to be a couple yards shy of the first down. 3rd down and 2 coming up for Pineville. Clock's running. It's 10 seconds remaining. This should be the last play of the first half if they get it off.
Yeah, they're not going to get it off.
Well, let's see. They're trying to. Oh, there they do. All right, Coleman looking, and he's sacked. Kiki's got him back at the 30, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And it was all Neville in this first half, and let's see if we can't find Coach Collins, who's down there with our Frank Nettles for that.
We got him right here.
Go ahead.
Wow, that's a loud cannon, guys. Coach, you controlled the ball game all the way around, offense and defense. What's your take on this so far?
Well, I mean, we're doing kind of what we thought we wanted to try to do, and that's come out and play clean. And, we hadn't had a lot of penalties. We had one mistake that we made, but, offensively, we're running the football well. We're throwing it well. We're catching it well. And then defensively, we're playing hard and fast. And, we've given up a couple of plays, missed a couple of tackles on a really fast guy. He's a really good player. And so, anyway, what I need our guys to do now is go ahead and finish this thing.
And that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to let him go because he's ready to go, guys. Just real quick, back to y'all. Hey, look, great first half for Neville High School. They really needed this. I know y'all know that, but I still can't get over that run from Bird.
It was a great run, a good play call, and that was a good way to get us to a running clock here at Pineville.
And it is cool down here. I'll take the running clock.
Yeah, 42-0 is our halftime score. We're going to take a 4-minute break, okay, here. And before we jump into this Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show. So a 4-minute break. When we come back, we'll have scores from around the area and stats provided to you by NetTech Managed IT Services. We appreciate you joining us here on the Neville Tiger Network and Sunny 98.3. We'll be back after this.
Taco Bandito. Our cooking and services speedo at Taco Bandito.
Taco Bandito on Forsyth Avenue in Monroe and Warren Drive at Cypress Street in West Monroe.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis. Here at Coney Island Connection, we believe in giving back and showing a lot of love. And it's all made possible because of you. Thank you for making Coney Island Connection a small business with a big heart.
Welcome to the Carpenter Health Network, where we can assist you with all your home health needs.
Promoting healthy and independent living at home with Stay at Home Health.
Where advanced illness management is our specialty. Let us help you recover from injury, surgery, or illness with our team of dedicated medical professionals.
Well, we strive to make every day a good day at St. Joseph Hospice.
Let us make the Carpenter Health Network a part of your family by promoting healthy and independent living for your loved ones.
We are the network,
and we are all in.
Go Tigers!
For over 50 years, Cartown has been servicing Northeast Louisiana, and the Neville Tigers have been a huge part of our growth. And for that, Cartown Tires and Service would like to say, Go Tigers!
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklitex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklitex Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
I called Creed and Creed because I knew that I'll be taken care of. I don't have to get on the phone and call the insurance companies and be like, what do I need to do? What do I need to send? Creed and Creed takes care of everything. Once I got the call from Creed and Creed, and this is how much your settlement is going to be, I'm sure you're going to be pretty happy with that, right? And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Did you just say that? And I was like, say it again. Y'all better get on that phone and call Christian Creed.
Everyone deserves a beautiful smile, and at Caples & Robinson Orthodontics, we're here to help you achieve just that. Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson have over 50 years of combined education and experience and use advanced modern technology to provide high-quality care for all of our patients. We prioritize outstanding customer service and work hard to make every patient feel comfortable and confident in their treatment. Whether you're a child, a teenager, or an adult, we've got you covered. So why wait? Call us today to schedule your appointment and start your journey towards a beautiful, confident smile with Caples & Robinson Orthodontics.
Catherine Joyce, Neville High School class of 1998, Spars customer. Go Tigers!
Amaya Dawson, Neville High School class of 2019, owner of a Nissan Sentra from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Will Shelby, class of 97, Sparks GM, Titan driver. Go Tigers!
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
At Origin Bank, we understand the importance of community. That's why we're committed to the Northeast Louisiana Food Bank, providing meals to 25,000 of our neighbors across 12 parishes. Through their efforts, they provide about 6 million meals a year to those facing hunger in our area. Visit foodbanknela.org to learn more, sign up to volunteer, or donate to support their mission. Thanks so much to the Nela Food Bank for your community efforts and for partnering with us at Origin Bank.
And we're back. As you see the Tigers congregating there in the, I want to call it the east end zone. No, south. That would be south, north. 165, but that's west.
Yeah, the sun was right in our eyes.
So that was west.
Yeah, I would
north,
say that, yeah.
south end zone. Yeah. So the Tigers up there, as we welcome you into the Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show. Tigers leading the Rebels of Pineville 42-0 here in the District 2-5A opener for Neville. We will have some scores for you from around the area. Let's see what Will has been tabulating for us around here. Let's check this out. Starting in Class 5A, Ash and West Monroe in a good one over there at Rebel Land. 21-17, Ash ahead of the Rebels. Ruston leads Ouachita 14-7. John Curtis over Holy Cross 14-7. St. Aug leads Jesuit 20-6, and Evangel leads Captain Shreve 22-19. That's those Shreveport teams. I watched one. I mean, I think every team in Shreveport averages 50 points a game. Class 4A, this Franklin Parish all over West Ouachita 34-14. Peabody leads Grant 21-14. North DeSoto 35-7 over Minden. St. Thomas More all over Northside there in Lafayette 28-0, and Lakeshore leading Franklinton 27-13. In Class 3A, still no score from North Webster and Carroll. Sterlington leads Richwood. It's Sterlington's homecoming 20-0. Caldwell Parish and Bunkie have no score. Marksville leads Gina 30-24. Green Oaks leads Bastrop 14-6. In 2A, Oak Grove all over Beekman Charter 27-7. Mangum leads Faraday 21-6. That game was moved to Mangum because Faraday's field was deemed unplayable by the LHSAA. Winfield leading Rose Pine 28-14. Darwin Woods all over the Magnolia School 42-0. And Calvary leads Homer 7-6. In Class 1A, Cedar Creek all over Plain Dealing 54-6. Lincoln Prep and Ringgold still no score reported. St. Fred on their homecoming leading Block 22-0. No score reported from Delta Charter or Delhi, and Madison Prep and Southern Lab are all knotted up at 8. Now let's look at a few Net Tech halftime stats. Total yards for the Tigers 434 to 105 for the Rebels. 140 yards on the ground for the Tigers, 294 through the air. Robinson 11 for 19 for that 294 and 2 touchdowns. J-Rob has 9 carries for 75 yards for 3 touchdowns. Rushing yards, it hadn't been a good night on the ground for the Rebels. They have negative 30 rushing yards, 135 through the air. No turnovers in this football game by either team. Phillips has 7 catches. Let's see, it was 7-11 for 127. That's the passing stats right there. I think Phillips is the receiver. He had, 124 yards on a couple of those 2 big catches. It was the running back. We're going to check those. I don't know what those aren't right there on the bottom of Pineville, but let me see that deal here. We got these leaders for the Tigers on the ground. We talk about J-Rob. Blackson has 6 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown. J-Rob with those 3 touchdowns. Zaylen Young, another big night, 5 catches, 169 yards and a touchdown. And Desi Bird, 6 catches and 125 and 1 touchdown. For Pineville, it's Tate has 8 carries for 5 yards. He was the hoss for him last year. And then it's Smith, the quarterback, has a couple of carries for 19. You're right. I didn't see that. I was just thinking the quarterback wasn't the leading rusher. Good job. Sorry, Will. All right, Phillips has 4 catches for 124. No touchdowns, no points yet for the Pineville Rebels. And that'll catch you up on the stats. We will have a running clock in the second half of play, so stick with us. It's going to go pretty quick. About 4 minutes, 55 seconds left in this halftime, so let's take a 4-minute break. We'll be back as we close out this Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show. Right after this, we'll have that second half for you when we return. Stay with us.
At St. Francis Health, we're focused on serving you with a dedication to excellence, innovation, clinical expertise, and respect for who you are as a person. As we turn our attention to the future, our commitment to Northeast Louisiana is at the center of how we move St. Francis forward. Our highly skilled team has one thing in mind: excellence in healthcare. It is our honor and our mission to serve you and this community. St. Francis, official healthcare partner of the Neville Tigers.
I'm Dr. Stewart Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
When hunger hits, head to Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe. Whether it's burgers hot off the grill, crispy tots, or a classic cherry limeade, Sonic has the flavor you love. Fast, fresh, and made just the way you like it. And Sonic is proud to continue their support of Neville High School, standing behind our Tigers both on and off the field. So swing by Sonic on North 18th Street today, where great food and community spirit come together.
At Marion State Bank, we're committed to the growth of our community, starting with education. From elementary to high school and beyond, we invest in the growth of our students. Because strong roots begin with empowered minds, from local classrooms to high school athletics, and supporting college dreams. Marion State Bank, rooted in education and local athletics. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC, we bring our A-game every day, delivering a home run experience for you, like the thrill of sinking the game-winning shot or finding just the right vehicle for you. Whatever drives you when you shop with Jim Taylor, we put you in the starting lineup. Visit us online at JimTaylorBuickGMC.com or in Monroe, where we are professional grade, and we never stop working for you.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis, the proud owner of Coney Island Connection. For nearly 20 years now, we've served the Oklamas with our fast, friendly service and our famous chili cheeseburgers and our famous chili cheese dogs. Well, the chili is on late. I'm asking you to stop by today and give us a try. We also serve hot tamales, roast beef po' boy, fried pickles, and much more. We even serve funnel cake fries here at Coney Island Connection on the corner of North 7th and Arkansas Road.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community, as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor, or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
I'm Dr. Bud Woodrow, and here at Shell Chiropractic, we offer non-invasive spinal decompression. If you or a loved one suffer from bulging herniated discs, spinal stenosis, or even sciatic symptoms, I encourage you to give our office a call here at Shell Chiropractic.
Looking for a great meal right here in Monroe? Stop by Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza on the corner of Tower and Lammy Lane. Whether you're craving a fresh, made-to-order sub or a hot, cheesy pizza, they've got you covered. And while you're enjoying your favorite meal, know that Subway and Mama DeLuca's are proud to continue their support of Neville High School athletics. Great food, great people, and a great tradition of giving back. That's Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza, fueling our community and our Neville Tigers. Welcome back to the Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show as both teams have started their warm-ups for the second half. They added a little bit of time to this clock as it's winding down. The Tigers, the comfortable 42-0 lead over the Pineville Rebels here as they open up District 2-5A. I know a lot of people are hopefully sticking with us here to watch this second half. You're going to see a lot of fresh faces for the Tigers we anticipate. So we'll try to bring as many of those as we possibly can. And this is, Robert, when we were talking about this game this week and but coming in, Pineville's 4-1, hadn't played the same type of opponents that Neville's played to this point, but still, if the Tigers got everybody healthy back for the first time, you want to see them start fast and get a big lead because they haven't had a chance to get some of these young guys, other than the young guys that have been starting. You talked about the freshmen and sophomores throughout the receiving corps, and they're sprinkled in around that starting lineup, but there's a whole lot more guys out there that need a little playing time, and this would be the perfect opportunity for them before we
year. And like you said, we've gotten guys back offensively. You're getting your offensive line back from the start of the season, and those guys now have had a full game and a half that they've played together, and it showed. And some of these young receivers, young running backs, each game they're getting more and more touches. The speed of the game starts slowing down for them, and they're able to showcase their true talents.
Well, we'll see what the Tigers do to kick things off here in this second half of play as we wrap up the Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show. Both teams have come to their respective sidelines. We remind you that Neville will receive that the opening kickoff of the second half. This third quarter coming up is going to be brought to you by Taco Bandito. I was through there this week, and thanks to Tyler Moses and his crew there at Taco Bandito. Locations in Monroe and West Monroe now. So thanks to Tyler for his support of our broadcast.
And for the ones that are listening, you got to show us a little grace. There's going to be a lot of new faces, new numbers out here, offensively and defensively. More than likely, being that it's 42-0. And correct me if I'm wrong. If it's 42-0, the clock runs no matter what, right?
Well, it's going to only stop after extra points and as they switch out for field goal. For kickoff.
But even if they cut the score to less than 42,
and once it hits 42, it stays. Gotcha. It stays. Okay. Here's Jacko Lee for his first kickoff of the night. The Tigers have, I think that's KJ. Who else is back there?
I believe that's,
can you see?
That's Goins, number 8.
Oh, that's Goins back there, the freshman. Okay, set to receiver. The Tigers standing around their 10-yard line. Tigers moving left to right. That's south to north here at Pineville. There's Lee's kick. It's going to be taken at the 1-yard line.
That might go.
By KJ. There's a huge hole in the middle. He cuts back to the right. He's got one man to beat, and he's tripped up as I think that was 17 for Pineville who got him. But KJ Jones would have had his second return touchdown. But that's Daniel Coleman, and a huge hole through the middle. And just a last gasp got him around the ankles, but a nice return to the 45-yard line. That'll be a 54-yard kickoff return, and the Tigers start off with great field position. And Robinson is going to trot back out there for this first drive of the second half. I think that's going to be Caston back there. Yeah, Trey Caston is your new running back. Robinson back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He slides down the line of scrimmage, and he's going to he had Schnett.
Oh, he dropped it.
He dropped it. Schnett was dragging across the middle away from where Parker was going, and he kind of jumped up in the air and couldn't come up with it. We'll see it here on the Creed and Creed replay.
Looked like it hit him right in the numbers, too. That's the talented freshman. And just jumped too soon, the game's moving fast for him, so that's a good rep. Don't make it harder than what it is. We've seen him do unbelievable things in freshman games this year.
And Robert, that was a great throw from Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
On
great.
the run back across the center.
That's right. Yeah, great job stepping up and avoiding the pressure.
They're going to give it to Caston. Makes a sidestep of the line of scrimmage, and he'll be forward to the 41-yard line. Gain of 4 on second down. He'll make it 3rd down and 6 for the Tigers. Good to see. That's Vincent in there at tight end. Not Vincent, sorry. Check that. Vincent's a center. Hunter Quinn. You had the Quinn brothers and the Vincent brothers now. And maybe that's the one that I mess up this year. Hunter Quinn in at tight end for the Tigers. They split Caston out of the backfield, and they've got it to Schnett. He's across the 35 to the 32-yard line. That'll be a sonic drive in on North 18th Street, 1st down, and that was a nice play to 20.
Yeah, and I love trying to get the ball to him. He is a heck of an athlete. He's a freshman, like I said, and I think he's going to be a big-time playmaker for this Neville offense in the future.
Just underway here in the second half. Neville leading 42-0. It's a snap. They hand it to Caston. He tries to break it outside. He can't escape the rush of number 88, Brady Baton, for the Pineville Rebels. He's going to lose a yard there. 2nd down and 11 now for Neville.
Yeah, you'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground and get north and south and get 3 yards on 1st down and not be behind the chains.
Tigers trying to catch that offensive line. Caston, once again, it laid down in the backfield. That was just a linebacker that shot through the gap. And number 41, Lucas Turney.
Yeah, and that's one thing we've seen in our running game. Linebackers, they're coming through. We bury our head on the double teams, and we've got to get that communicated and get up to the backers.
3rd down and 14 now for Neville. Parker looking to throw. Same play here out to Schnett. He's got it across the 30. He's going to try and stiff arm a man. That's Coleman. He's down to around the 28-yard line. It's going to be a nice gain on 3rd down. He needed 14. He got about 7. It's going to be 4th down and 7 for the Tigers, and they're going to leave the offense out there.
Yeah, 4-down territory right here, and you got your young receivers out there. You got one freshman and one sophomore to the field, and you got Zeeland going to line up here on the wing.
Zeeland on the right wing, ball on the right hash. They pull it. They got Z across the middle on the little drag screen, and going to be down tackled for no gain, and they'll turn the football over on downs. And the Tigers wanted to get probably maybe one more rep.
Yeah,
one more drive for some of those ones, and Pineville Rebels able to get the stop.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Get backed up 3rd or 2nd long, and then you got to fight to get to 3rd and long, and then can't convert on 4th and medium right there. Had a good play drawn up. Got to make that guy miss and know where the sticks are and try to get the 1st down. But the Pineville guy made a good tackle there in the open field.
Moving clock here. We're already at the 6.5-minute mark.
Whoa.
As helmets are flying in the backfield, as Smith actually ended up keeping that. And I forgot. I didn't forget. I just couldn't see who actually got him, because they all converged in the backfield. But that's Malik Grayson that was high stepping. There's Fobbs White back there.
I was going to tell y'all real quick. I know it's 42-0, and I realize Neville's going to probably tuck away this with the win, but running clock. But I don't want to see us get dead after halftime.
No,
I want to see us come back out. Right. I was worried about this, and we need to stay fired up. Go ahead.
Smith looking to pass. He's got it complete across the middle. Close to the 1st down will be Aiden Tate. He's going to be a couple of yards shy. Nice gain there on 1st down of about 11. It'll be 3rd down and 2 now for the Rebels.
And Frank, this is what you're talking about. Here's a 3rd and short. Although the score is 42-0, it means something. You got to continue to play and try to get off the field right here.
Exactly.
And play your defense.
We appreciate the where our cameras are here at Pineville. And we just got a couple of people standing. It's nothing. They got every right to stand there. I mean, it's just the way everything was. So Aiden Tate on the rush has the Pineville first down, and it is what it is. So we appreciate everybody still with us here on the Neville Tiger Network and Sunny 98.3. Justin back in the Sunny 98.3 studios. He's been with us for a few years now.
Yep.
There's nobody better than him in the studio. He does our coaches show as well. There's a swing pass out to number 7, and he is wrestled down by KJ Jones. That's Xavier Cochran on the catch. Out to the 50-yard line he goes. He's about a half a yard shy for a first down. And like you were talking about, it's hard to keep that intensity at 42 to nothing. It's one of the hardest things to do. You'd like to see it, but it is just tough to do. We're going to give this to Tate, who bounces it outside to the left, and he runs through, man, still on his feet, running hard still, as down to the 29-yard line goes Aiden Tate. This is one of the deal, if you're a Pineville Rebel fan or on this Pineville Rebel team, you just took it to the chin there in that first half. But you got to keep fighting and keep going in here. You know it's going to be a long district schedule for you. And I see that from Tate. He didn't quit to the they pulled him out of that game last year. As he ran his tail off until the end. They're looking for a man deep, and Jones
he's just out of bounds.
Is just going to be out of bounds as he was tiptoeing down that sideline. Comes up with the catch, but you see here on the Creed and Creed replay as they slow it down for you, and he's right on the line there, and a head in the way.
It's just nowhere to put the cameras here.
It's fine, and it's second down and 10. From the Neville 29. Smith looking to throw, going short, and they've got it complete. That's Cochran again. Not much room to run after the catch because Dante Matthews was there to take him down. Short gain of about 2, third down and 8 now for Pineville.
Yeah, and you got to expect the ball to come out of the quarterback's hand fast. That's what they're trying to do. They haven't been able to slow this Neville pass rush down tonight, so you got to try to protect your quarterback, get the ball out quick. And so as a defense, you got to know that, come up and make the tackle. They're gonna throw the ball on the perimeter and try to get it out of the quarterback's hands.
3rd and 8, Smith back to pass, rush. He throw across the middle is complete to Tate, and he lowers his shoulder. But Max Carter brings him down at the 7-yard line, and they reach the J Papa's red zone. You see this nice little throw. They slip Tate out in the flat, and that's Smith, the quarterback, down in the backfield.
He stayed in the pocket just a little too long, holding the ball, and I didn't see the hit. I was following the ball, but I think he may have taken a big shot.
Well, we got an injury on the field. We'll stop the clock in this situation. So that was. He got kind of crossed up. They converged on him right at the same time. The Tiger defensive lineman. So, all right. Let's see. Injury on the field. And let's take a quick timeout. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back on the other side. Stay with us.
At Nukes, Southern hospitality runs deep. From premium ingredients to bold flavors and big portions, like our strawberry field salad for $9.29. Or try our new steak lineup. It's comfort with character. Nukes, extra with every bite.
Welcome to the Carpenter Health Network, where we can assist you with all your home health needs.
Promoting healthy and independent living at home with Stay at Home Health.
Where advanced illness management is our specialty. Let us help you recover from injury, surgery, or illness with our team of dedicated medical professionals.
Well, we strive to make every day a good day at St. Joseph Hospice.
Let us make the Carpenter Health Network a part of your family by promoting healthy and independent living for your loved ones. We are the network, and we are all in. Go Tigers!
First and goal!
Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Rebels have it first and goal from the Tigers 7. Trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. Tiger D trying to keep that goose egg on the board. And in games like this, I mean, there's a new quarterback pitches it to the left as Aiden Tate takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and
so a gain of 5 and no flag.
No.
They're kind of holding it as you can see it. He got him twice.
Pretty good hold.
Fobbs. Yeah, pretty good hold there on Fobbs, but clock's running. So the new quarterback that's Coleman. They're going to give it to Tate, and he's hitting the backfield and stopped for a loss by Juju Burns, who slipped in there from that safety blitz.
Yeah, he comes off the edge right there. He does a really good job. He's got a good feel of breaking down and making sure that he doesn't lose containment, but as soon as that ball's handed off, he comes in and does a good job of making the tackle there behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal from there. Coleman looking for the snap. Tate behind him. Let's see if the Tiger defense can continue to hold here. Play clock down to 5. They're still talking about it. 3, 2, there's the snap. Coleman looking to run, and he's sacked. Juju Burns again on the blitz. The ball pops loose, but he was down, and the sack's going to push him back all the way to the 14-yard line, and it'll be 4th and goal from the 14. And you see that on that Creed and Creed replay.
Yeah, and quarterback took a shot right there. Juju comes off the edge, and they didn't have an answer for the hot blitzer off the edge.
Well, fourth quarter upcoming. Neville leading 42-0. We'll be back in 1 minute with that fourth quarter. Stay with us.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklitex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklitex Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
We're going for the field goal as Pineville's trying to put points on the board. That ball's on the far side hash as we switch ends of the field. And got to get the sideline view. Right here, Jocko Lee for a 31-yard attempt from the left hash. There's a snap. And and it gets through the hands of the holder. The Tigers are going to pick it up at the 35-yard line. I don't see who's got it, but he's going to go all the way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 11.
That is number here, 11 for the Tigers. Greg Smith. Greg, one of the corners for the Tigers. Let's see it here on the Creed and Creed replay as the snap goes through the holder's hands. Get rid of him, and Greg Smith picks it up, and he's off to the races.
Yep, unfortunate for Pineville. You got to do the little things right, and tough snap. Neville does a good job of putting the pressure on and picking scoop and score. That's a scoop and score right there. That's a play that we needed. That could be a difference in a game coming up. If you fall on that, then your offense got to take it and try to score. And that put points on the board from our special team.
Tigers are going to have to call a timeout on this extra point because they weren't ready for the extra point on the line. So a timeout on the field. We'll take one, too. We'll be back in 1 minute with more Neville Tiger football.
Hey, it's Misty Hodge with the Hodge Baruki Group, coming live to you from Bill Rupel Stadium. In real estate, just like in football, you need a winning game plan.
And at the Hodge Baruki Group, we call the plays that get you to the goal line. Buying, selling, or dreaming, let me help you score your home this season. Go Tigers!
At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we're focusing on showing people that every act of kindness fuels a movement to touch lives in unexpected, meaningful ways. Your gift allows the Tarver Braddock Foundation to continue turning loss into love, one act at a time.
Thanks to our generous donors, we're able to honor Tarver's spirit by meeting needs wherever they appear through random acts of kindness. To learn more about our mission and consider giving, visit TarverBraddockFoundation.com.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis. Here at Coney Island Connection, we believe in giving back and showing a lot of love, and it's all made possible because of you. Thank you for making Coney Island Connection a small business with a big heart.
That Greg Smith scoop and score. Trust us, the extra point was good.
It was.
It's 49-0 with 10:25 remaining in this one as Tigers took a timeout to get all the personnel they needed on that extra point, and they got them.
It was a little quicker than we thought.
A little quicker than we thought. It only took a couple of seconds, and they just went up. They were ready to kick that one.
Yeah.
So we bring it back. All right, Frank, I told you we were going to come back after the half.
That's okay.
I mean, after the quarter break, but here we are.
Well, you get a scoop and a score, you can't beat that, and that's good for our special teams, and I'll give it to them. But back to y'all, and then come back to me when you get a chance.
Got it. All right, there is a kick fielded at around the 5-yard line by Phillips. He's going to be taken down at the 26. So Sorrell kind of took a little off of that one. All right, let's go back down to our Marion State Bank sideline reporter, Frank Nettles. What you got?
Just wanted to make a point that our special way we played tonight, I'm happy with all of that. A few mistakes that I'll hate for us to make, and like you said, hitting the quarterback late, let's bring that back up for just a second. But I will say this, if we got to work on anything, and Robert, you alluded to this, we have got to work on catching that punt, fair catching it, so we don't get 10, 15, 20 more yards back, to start off. That's what I'm like to see us do.
Yep.
All right, fresh faces on that Tiger defense. We'll get to them here in just a minute as they converge on Smith, who throws this up, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was number 4, Jaden Clark. Let's go start with that defensive line. You've got number 90, James Johnson. At 96, Dylan Hawkins. A dart here. I think that's 98 in there on that defensive line. And that ball is batted down. Miles Reichart in there at linebacker. Swats that pass down. That's 93 in there. Isaac Brooks. And 94 is Braden Jackson. You talked about Miles Reichart right there, the other linebacker. Beside him is going to be Will Wilkinson, getting some reps. Eli Aaron in here at corner. We've heard from Denham Nelson already here tonight. Back at that safety position. Smith looking for the go route to Phillips.
Oh, what a catch.
He is juggling and's got it caught, and he's going to take it all the way in for 6. 75 yards for a Rebel touchdown. A heck of a catch. He stuck his arm out there and tipped it back to himself. Let's see it here on the Creed and Creed replay as Smith just lofted it up, and he finally came up with it, and they couldn't catch him. So the Rebels finally get on the board here. The 7:40 mark of the fourth quarter. Here's Jocko Lee for the extra point. There's a snap, and it's fumbled. And Lee's just going to fall on it. All right, 49-6 is our score. We'll be back in 1 minute with more Neville Tiger football.
It's about tradition, value, and community. We're Creed and Creed, and we're proud to call Northeast Louisiana home. Catherine and I raised our family here, we worship here, and we serve here. It's an honor to support the community that has given us so much. Tradition, value, and community. That's Creed and Creed. If you've been injured in an accident, call Creed and Creed today. Proudly serving this great community for over 25 years.
Hello, and welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. It had already been a minute. It was, but don't worry about me. 49-6 here as we Lee will get his second kickoff of the night. The first one came at the start of this second half. Clock's running as Lee is going to put it in the end zone. Nice kick from Jocko. That'll be a touchback for the Tigers, and I'm assuming that this offense, the second offense, is probably going to get a few reps here.
A lot of, and you know, that last defense that was out there that gave up the touchdown was backup secondary and backup defensive line. We were able to put pressure on the quarterback.
And it took a juggling catch.
Yeah. Quarterback stepped up.
Maybe one of their best players, if not the best player.
Yeah. He's a speedster, and he just got behind us. And I'm sure it was a couple of young defensive backs in there that.
That's going to be Matt Williams back in there at quarterback for the Tigers. He's going to turn and hand it off. I believe is that Caston still back there?
Yeah.
Yep. No, that's 25. Sorry, that's not Caston. That is Joshua Perkins. As we kind of zoom in on some of those linemen, you got tight end is going to be 87. That's Luke Woods. Number 65 is the right guard. That's Davis Doobie. Wesley James there at right tackle. Let's get the center here in just a second. Oh, that's going to be, as that pass is complete out to 0, that's Connor Ajalani. Has the catch there on the far sideline. Gain of about 6, or let's call it 5, third down and 5. Your center is Drew Rutledge. We've seen him filling in for most of the year. The left guard is going to be number 69, Jeremiah Smith. I'm trying to get that left tackle's number for you. I think that's 63, and this is going to be Goins out of the backfield. He's still trucking across the 50. He goes down to the 33-yard line, and they swap. I was trying to get the line, and they put Goins in at quarterback there, and he takes it himself, calls his own number.
That play comes from a great fake in the
to
backfield.
Perkins right there. Let's see. Another handoff there. This is to Perkins. He's broken free. He's into the secondary, and he's going to be in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers from 33 out. That's Josh Perkins. That touchdown brought to you by Chris Lewis and Coney Island Connection.
Yeah, great run there by Perkins. Set up, Goins set him up on third down. They ran the zone read, and Goins does a great job, pulls it, and gets big yardage. And then we hand off on the zone play, and Perkins does a good job of stretching it, sticking his foot in the ground, and hitting the hole and going the distance for the touchdown.
Tigers break the half-century mark as we await the extra point. Brooks Yerger set to kick it for the Tigers. There's a snap from Shelby. Hold is good, and the kick is good. 3:39 remaining in this fourth quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute with more Neville Tiger football. 56-6 is our score.
At Origin Bank, we understand the importance of community. That's why we're committed to the Northeast Louisiana Food Bank, providing meals to 25,000 of our neighbors across 12 parishes. Through their efforts, they provide about 6 million meals a year to those facing hunger in our area. Visit foodbanknela.org to learn more, sign up to volunteer, or donate to support their mission. Thanks so much to the Nela Food Bank for your community efforts and for partnering with us at Origin Bank.
At St. Francis Health, we're focused on serving you with a dedication to excellence, innovation, clinical expertise, and respect for who you are as a person. As we turn our attention to the future, our commitment to Northeast Louisiana is at the center of how we move St. Francis forward. Our highly skilled team has one thing in mind: excellence in healthcare. It is our honor and our mission to serve you and this community. St. Francis, official healthcare partner of the Neville Tigers.
Back to action we go as the kickoff is taken by Phillips at around the 5-yard line, and Phillips gets it out to the 20-yard line. And that's where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels. The clock running as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. It's been all Neville since the get-go. 56-6 is our score after Perkins took it in for four-play, 80-yard drive. That's the last one. Did you write that down?
He's on it, man.
Yeah, that's right. So Perkins with, I believe, a 33-yard touchdown run. I think that might be his first touchdown as a varsity Tiger. It's good to see. And a new quarterback in for the Rebels. That's number 15. He swings it out. I believe that was to Phillips. That's Mark Martins for the Rebels.
It's number 9, I believe, was the running back for there.
Was that 9?
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, okay. So that was Altals McQueen. So a few new backs back there for the Tigers. Let's see, in the defensive backfield, you got number 16, that's Quentin Major, and number 32, Javon Perkins. They hand the ball. Ball comes out. Fumble on the ground. Who falls on it?
I believe Neville got it.
The Tigers fall on it.
Yep.
Who picked up that fumble? I think it was, I don't know. I didn't see it. 46 was around. That was Will Wilkinson. No, they're going to say he's down.
Oh, man.
Let's see if
Will Wilkinson did fall on
was
that
that
ball.
Wilkinson? Yeah, let's see. As
man,
tough run, and yeah, I think his elbow might have been down.
Yeah.
But anyway, 3rd down and 5 now for Pineville. Clock's running. I mean, this is a couple more plays, and this one's over. But stay with us for the Jim Taylor Auto Group post-game report. We'll have an interview with Coach Mike Collins. Another little swing pass out. It's going to be technically a rush, and the Tiger defense converges right there. Let's see who's in it. It's 16 and 46, so that's Wilkinson and Quentin Major on the stop. 4th down and 4, and it's like they're going to maybe have to run a play without getting a penalty. I don't know if they reset the play clock, but this is going to be the final play of the game, I take it, because they're going to either get a first down or have a change of possession. Here's a quarterback looking deep, and it's going to be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's
going to do it. I mean, we're at 20 seconds. I think the Tigers are going to line up right here at midfield, and they will. It's going to be the final play of the football game. We'll have stats presented by NetTech Managed IT Services here as well, but the Tigers are going to start off District 2-5A play with a big victory here over the Pineville Rebels. 56-6. The Tigers will be home next week as they welcome the Ruston Bearcats. We'll try to get some updated scores for you here as you'll be able to try and tune in to some good finishes here.
Yeah.
If we can get packed up, we might catch a few as well. So Tigers are shaking hands as they await Coach Collins to get through there. Anymore. Robert, this is what the Tigers needed.
Yeah,
they've had a tough, just a hellacious schedule these first 5 weeks, and they come out and they get the job done here. And I think Coach Collins is down there with Frank. Frank, take it away.
He's right here, guys. What a great win. You needed this, Coach. Several guys get to make scores and do a great job on the field. Your offense showed up for sure. Defense was right there. Your remarks, sir.
Well, I think, the thing that we did was we put a complete game together tonight, offense, defense, and the kicking game. We did a good job in the kicking game as well. I think the most important thing for us was we got better today. Something that we wanted to do. And, we wanted to go ahead and put somebody away when we had an opportunity to do it. And I think that's what we did today. So, proud of our guys. Their practice habits all week were what made today happen. And so hopefully we learned a lesson that we got to practice hard every day all week, and then we play better on Friday night.
Well, it showed up, and also you played the whole game. I mean, there was very little bit of slack.
Yeah, we did, and proud of our guys that went in the ball game at the end as well. The guys that don't get to play as much, but proud of them for their effort and the way they played when they went in the ball game. And but it's just like we always talk about. Those guys are practicing every day too, so. Well, that's what we expect when they go in the ball game, to do a really good job, and that's what they did.
Goins, freshman quarterback, I want to say, showed a lot of speed right there.
He's got a little bit.
Okay, Coach, let's go to something next week. Ruston, and right now I think it's 27-14 Ruston against West Monroe, guys, if I'm correct. So what's your take on Ruston? Because we know they're a good ball game, and this is a huge rivalry, the second biggest rivalry in the state.
Well, it'll be the 100th meeting, Frank, as a matter of fact. And, it's the 100th meeting between the two schools. And, we look forward to the challenge. Obviously, they got a really good football team, and they must be proving it tonight if you're telling me they're beating Ouachita 27-14. And, and so we look forward to the challenge. I think it'll be a great venue. We'll have a great crowd there at Bill Ruppel, and we look forward to all that.
I think it was 21-14. I might have made a mistake there. But and one more thing, Coach, when it comes to Ruston, when you get into a mental game like that with that type of rivalry, anything goes. But the team that makes the less mistakes wins those ball games.
Every time, Frank. And so, again, tonight was a good step forward for us in the penalty category because we've been penalized quite a bit. But tonight was a good step forward in it, and really, like I said, really proud of our guys and the effort that we made to get better all week long.
Great effort. Congratulations, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Frank. All right. NetTech Man's IT Services stats for tonight. Tigers finished with 529 total yards of offense, 213 on the ground, 316 through the air. Robinson was 14 of 23 for 309 and 2 touchdowns. Roberson, your leading rusher, 9 carries for 75 yards and 3 touchdowns. Blackston had 6 for 65 and a touchdown. Zaylen Young, another big night, 6 catches, 168 yards and a touchdown. Desi Bird, 6 catches, 125 yards and a touchdown. The Tiger defense only allowed 233 yards. A lot of that came on that last play against the some of the twos there, the big touchdown pass. But Smith finished 13 of 21 for 244 and 1 touchdown. Tate had 12 carries for 32 yards and a touchdown. It was Phillips, those 5 catches for 198 and a score. And thanks Andy Martin for driving down and tabulating all those for us. Okay, folks, big one next Friday night. They talked about it on the postgame report. 100th meeting between the Tigers and the Ruston Bearcats as Will's turned the camera in on us. But, Robert, a lot of big meetings with Ruston. Looking forward to this one at Bill Ruppel on Friday night.
You can bet that Ruston has had this game circled since last year when we played them at their house and came away with a victory and a great game. the matchup is always good. You know, I mean, you just go back and look at the history, and it's one of the great games in high school football history in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And expect nothing but a good game next week.
It's going to be a heck of a ball game. We're going to be at Melvin's this Wednesday night to talk about it. And we'll talk about this one with Coach Collins and a few of the guys, as well as one of the coaches. Don't know who it's going to be, but it's always a good time. You need to come join us there. For Robert, it's been fun. You know,
Yep.
we needed a breather game, and we got one. So the Tigers get things taken care of here. 56-6 is your final. For Justin, back in the Sunny 98 studios, Frank Nettles doing the sideline reports. Let's see who we got out there. We got Vaughn and Rice, and we got Janae, as well as
hello.
Don't forget about Cannon. We can't forget about Cannon. Yeah. All right there. Will Anders punching all the buttons. Andy Martin, already mentioned him. Robert Lane, and I'm Stewart Shelby saying good night from Pineville. Tigers win. We'll be back on the air Wednesday with Tiger Talk.